can hear it now, countdown kicking in. First map is Haven. And this is going to be an absolute heater. Vitality with everything to prove, and you can't say they haven't had to fight to get to this point. Taking out Heretics was no easy feat. Now they come back in on the attacking side up against Fnatic in what's looked like a brand new, brilliant map for them.
The walk up from Team Vitality into the smoke. Here comes the hit. Darts in, smokes in.
So's Durka though. He's quickly rotated over towards the site, and there he is. The support man is in the building. Takes down Sender, takes down Safe, and the rest trailing forward. Durka! He's not allowing them any room to move. And now it's just Kicks. Tries to get a consolation at the very least. But that rotation was swift, Josh.
That rotation from Yoru, just having that teleportation as an option to be anywhere where the enemies are going, perfectly timed. Vitality, you thought, has a great opening in here, perfectly timed hit, and Durka just one-taps the first two people. What can you do when that happens? Dodges a flash here as well, Paranoia coming in as well, just after he got the second kill though. So good rotation, good opening kills there, and Vitality stopped in their tracks.
That's a very quick Vandal for Durka as well. On the other side of things for Vitality, they're just gonna have to come back into this classics. I see one Sheriff was safe, so eyes will always go towards him. A danger man, we know. Now, Hero's been great at these holds. He has been pretty much stalwart on approach. He's been holding these down, making it very difficult for anyone to claim this site without some sort of fights. And Safe, told you, danger man, he's already taken down Hero. That's the floodgates open. Yeah, there's a counterplay in place, and Alpha, come on. Already clearing house, but Vitality took down Hero, they got the spike plant, and Kicks is still firing. That's a follow-up. Any more? It'd be fantastic for them if they can get a little bit more. No, okay. 3 stay alive, but good work from Vitality.
A little bit of chip damage there. Vitality, they're going to go into this bonus round, or I guess their first gun round, fairly strong here. And one thing to point out is they've been so good in the pistol rounds the last few series that they've played. They've been taking tremendous leads. We saw even yesterday against Team Heretics, they would start with 4 or 5 round bursts into each half, and that right there is getting you half the way towards those 13 round points. So starting off not the greatest here, this is going to be a big test for them. Can they turn this round around? Durka already has his ultimate up on Yoru, those first 3 kills on that pistol round, setting him up for that.
And that's what scares me. Seeing that this early on, do they lean into it to convert the bonus here? They've invested around it. Yeah, still light shield, still that Bulldog in play, but that's fine. They've got 2 of them. They've still got all the Vandals as well. So a very big purchase for Fnatic, even in this one as it is that bonus. On the other side, Vitality needs to strike back. A couple of bits of good chip damage here and there, but we've got to see them stick the landing. Already a fight for space, a fight for territory. Alpha on one side, he's not alone. There's support. Durka's here, Chronicle's here. Vitality held at the very start of this, but Durka wants to go further. It feels like a repeat from that last round. He's dipped away.
Confirming that space towards A before Durka is able to get away. And that was Vitality's plan. Put pressure on A, put pressure on Garage. Make Durka actually go away. Now they come back into A.
I like this. A bit of push and pull, trying to temper the impact of that Yoru. Now, let's see what Vitality do. They've kind of settled everything. They've slowed this down, holding that default just a little bit longer. And it looks like they want to end towards B. They've still got presence towards A long. They've still got late presence down mid, so it's on the 3 to take towards the site. Sender, he's getting that spike down. Safe is there in support. And Kicks as well. So spikes down in the post plant. This has to be huge from Runner. His timing could be perfect as well. Keep that in the back of your mind. There's that Yoru ult coming in. Oh my, Alpha? Alpha! Eyes in the back of his head, somehow reads it. Hero gets caught pushing through Garage, but Durka is just trying to find information for them. Try and find where all these players are, because Alpha is let off the leash. First attempt on the defuse. You're going to see the Paranoia coming in. That was, they didn't even get it halfway in that, I'm pretty sure. That's wild. Vitality, actually, they did tell a lie. Hold on, hold on. Oh, Kicks! You saved their asses in that. I thought that didn't even get to halfway, but it did. But bloody hell, that got close.
Considering so much was happening all at the same time, I'm surprised that only 1 player from Team Vitality went down, and that was Runner doing a lurk all the way through A there. So that's the conversion that they need to get back into this game. Attack side of Haven, this should be a half where you're putting up at least 7 rounds type of thing if you want to be doing a really good job here. So especially against the double duelist of Fnatic, that means that they're giving up the re-clear ability. They need to use their bodies to do that. But oh, that shock after shock, he was so close and he knew it.
Word. Right back into things though, because you kind of have to see how these early rounds start, because Vitality have come in, it looks like, equipped to try and deal with what Fnatic have been doing. You can already see Fnatic aren't sitting back. They're not resting. They're still trying to take space. I'm looking at how far Durka goes. And Trex on the other side might be tasked with dealing with this pressure.
This should be as far as he goes. He doesn't need to go any further. He's got 3 teammates on A already.
Time to jump.
He's getting pressured though. Vitality looking to try and clear out, and a great shot from Durka. Time to dip away, and he gets out with his life. Man advantage.
Good reposition there. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome. And puts Runner in a position where he wants to put a little bit more pressure on these guys to give his teammates a little bit of space towards his A site. But going into 3, Alpha just goes forwards.
He keeps going, the second as well. And this is what we're talking about when you get into these bigger games, these finals. Fnatic start feeling a little bit more audacious. They'll take these fights. They play with confidence and poise. And Vitality had a grip on it initially, but they're going to have to levy this again. They're going to have to get control of this again. Runner and Trex, I mean, there's not much for them to really achieve here with the spike left where it is. It's very difficult. Do you think we'll see an early timeout, or do you think there's still a couple more rounds to play into here?
They have one more buy round here. I think we're probably going to see them do one more round before they invest that timeout. It's only really the first gun round. They got caught off by a couple of aggressive pushes. We saw, Durka going down middle into that window area. Once Vitality started pressuring A, that drone spots 2, the breach and the omen. Perfect. They're starting off with their A default. I slip the net here, get into that window. I'm going to wait for this timing of this reposition. I trust my teammates on A. They got 3 people there. They've got this. If it's an A hit, I'll flank. And he's able to get his first kill. That's on safe. Takes Jet out of the equation, teleports back to safety, and now what's happening? Well, Alpha's like, okay, well, my turn. I'm ISO. We got double duelists. We got to re-clear and alleviate this pressure. Goes forwards, gets that double tap. Beautiful openings here. And now Alpha's got his ultimate to burn.
Scary. And there's a couple on the horizon for Vitality, though. You've got the Rolling Thunder very nearby for kicks, not far away for Trex either. But again, I feel like they have to get control of this early game, and I think we're seeing aggression again.
Yeah,
look at this, yeah. And I don't know how they intend to punish this. Is it to try and go head first? Is it trying to slow it down, but then you give up map control? And Durka's chomping at the bit. He's got a flash to invest if he wants it. It's very risky. Can anyone set him into motion here? There's so many bodies on the other side of this smoke.
Smoke's clearing, and he's out.
Okay.
Again, but is that a bait for Chronicle? Chronicle.
Thought about it, right? It looked like he was considering it. Then he was like, do I backfill this space a bit? Do I try and play to it? But no, they've kind of lost that little bit of timing there towards Sewer, so they have to sit back a bit deeper on site, re-clear again. This feels like a very proactive defending side.
The drone did not spot Vitality, and Vitality are waiting. They want to wait and punish this mid-round aggression. Runner. Putting a little bit of pressure towards C.
Look at the damage. Sender has to be really cautious. 10 HP. Durka again dips away. He's just hit and run and hit and run.
Now there's 4 players on the defense here, but the fake is coming in. And it's actually going to be a reposition pivot out of this area.
They've just propped up safe, right? They've inserted safe in towards this. Now if he can catch one in the heels, if he can really time it well, it could be deadly, but he's still being watched, and Durka's got his man again. The 1v1 begins. And this time it's gonna be Alpha. I mean, his win rate on that agent is just nuts in those ults. But the one silver lining is Vitality at least got the plant down, but how much can they defend this? They're surrounded in so many ways. They're pretty much dedicated towards that B site. You've got Sender and Trex trying to play together. Runner a little bit disconnected, but that's fine. See them waiting here. Fnatic closing the gap. Hero, first man forward, takes down Sender. It's Vitality down to 2. Runner and Trex. Runner finds Hero. Good trade, and the numbers just so heavily favored towards Fnatic. Oh, and Trex just gets cleared. Methodical on the re-clear. This is 4 for Fnatic. Vitality held on 1.
This could be a round where Vitality choose to use the timeout. They can still purchase here. Their loss bonus is adding up, and they have enough reserve credits to be able to buy up here. They also have great ultimates that they can use to convert this round. It's just a matter of what order do they want to use them in, how many of them do they want to invest, and Vitality need to start putting up some rounds here. And what I've seen from Fnatic is that they've been doing all this aggression, all this re-clear, and they've been winning their duels, and they've been getting really good timing.
So at this point, 4-1, Vitality need an answer back. Plenty of ults, as you highlighted, plenty of options, and still a buy in hand. This round is everything to them.
It looks like they're going to open up with their split pressure again. They've done this before, but aggressive out of this timeout for Alpha, stealing this ground away, and a trap, a response ready at Garage as well for Team Fnatic.
Yeah, the double stack there, Hero, Boaster. But
still got to break that door first before it can connect any damage, but this aggressive push down long C at the same time, this battle could be everything.
Again, it feels like such a poison chalice on B, right? You get that space, you get the room, you get the plant, but then the post-plant is so horrifically hard to hold. Now you've got fights on two fronts, over towards window and over towards long. Runners won his. That's the ult. Massive. Double stack should be red. Boasted with one, but the trade for hero. Still going, still firing. Finds two, and a quick TP, but he knows where he's going. Oh, Chronicle! Caught Sender! And now all on Runner. His position could be huge. His timing could be everything. Alpha's already slipped further ahead, but he knows where Kron is, but it doesn't matter. You may know where he is, but it doesn't mean you get to kill him. Diffuse coming through. Ult online for Kron, and Fnatic pass the test here.
Actually, I think that round was really well played by Team Vitality. They forced these really chaotic moments. They were in prime positions to deal with those pushes from Team Fnatic. We saw that duel going in the way of Runner down at Long C against Durka, and that's how they knew in the last 2 versus 1 there exactly where he was going to be. And we also saw another fight. It was Sender versus Alpha and Chronicle over at A, defending that flank. Had these duels gone a little bit different, we're seeing a different result. So I think they're on the right track. They just need to be able to convert these rounds. And Fnatic is doing a phenomenal job of shutting this down and switching up their setups again.
Oh, Durka on the operator, right place, right time. Shot not what he wanted though, but presence shown. Support in play, and he just needs to be cautious in how much he gives them.
The difficulty with clearing out those Yorus is that they can reposition so quickly, and you don't know. You need to reconfirm and reconfirm, otherwise you have no idea where they're going. But already Vitality grouping up towards A. Durka on the way, and Chronicle to go down.
Perfect start for Safe here. Can they now build in? You still have a rat in the sewers you might need to clear. There is still a problem down there, but for now they're focused. Durka with another missed shot, gets away from sight. Now,
big flash.
The paranoia could not have been better. It caught all three. Oh, and Alpha is just tearing them limb from limb. Trex and Runner are panicking. I would be too. You got to try and pull this one back off from the brink. Trex getting a little bit closer here, trying to defend it at least for the plant, but this net is closing. Trex finding space though, fighting through towards CT, and they're doubling up. Runner going with him, they're both there now. The hat for Hero, that's big info, but Durka's not been landing these shots. Now would be the time, and Runner hits him on the drive-by. A 1v2, and Hero's been good, but this is a lot. This is a tall task for the young gun. Runner and Trex playing together, 4 more bullets, and he's not getting any of what he wants here. They're repositioning, sitting deeper, making him work for his dinner. Time ticking. They're not giving him room. Oh my God, wait, hold on. There's time for this, there's time for this. There's absolutely time for this!
No time.
He just missed it. He just missed it. That was far too close, Josh.
A 1.5 seconds difference. I think Hero actually made a mistake there by throwing his hat on the body, because that alerted Team Vitality of where he was coming from. He had that flank timing. Maybe if his teammate was able to live and it was a 3-on-2 different, but that paranoia combo with Alpha popping out this short smoke, beautiful play to be able to keep Fnatic in this round. Team Vitality, I'm so shocked that they are still on the same 3 ults that they had 2 rounds ago, and they didn't invest them. 2 rounds went by where they won 1, lost 1, or I guess lost 1, won 1, but they still have these in their pocket. They need to be able to use these if they want to get it a second time in this half.
And it feels, I mean, they've got so much now. And on the other side, look at Fnatic cycling theirs right back through. A little behind in the
big
1v1, and they're trying to springboard in. So a little bit of a fight on 2 fronts here. You've got the fight in the normal realm of things, but Alpha wins his, and there's that swing from Garage. We're starting to see it more and more. This is still a winnable situation for Vitality. They need to get a grip on this round, and Alpha, feeling confident, he's just going to fight forward again. They have to try and stem this bleeding. Fnatic are playing a very confident game of Valorant, rightly so. But Vitality have to stop this in its tracks here. They are swinging everything, they're peeking everything, they are up out of their seats. You've got to temper them in this game.
Vitality, we're 8 rounds through already. We're going into round 9. They're sitting on Haunter's Fury, Rolling Thunder, and Sender has his Omen ultimate as well. We're seeing them on these ults for multiple rounds, but Fnatic, they just use them off cooldown. Alpha gets his back, cool, I'm using it. Chronicle gets his back, cool, I'm using it. And they're closing out these rounds, building this lead going into this the defense side 6-2 already.
It's getting a little out of hand. Let's speak plainly about this one. It looks like they're going for an aggressive round, and it might actually work out. Just try and take a coin flip fight, and this time it's actually got them what they needed, at least with the initial fight. But then the problem is, again, you look at the weaponry, you look at what they've got to bring into here, it's sheriffs and stingers. So the map is just so claustrophobic. And Josh, if we're talking about this bigger picture, while maybe Safe can have a go at this, the timing, they're actually not bad. How do you temper a team that's just so aggressive, that's so overwhelming? It's oppressive to watch here. For Vitality, they've tried the default. They're still losing out in the extremities. How do you handle it? What would you do? I mean, you've played this, higher levels than this. So how would you deal with it? A team is so aggressive.
You need to diagnose exactly where the team is falling apart, because I don't think their ideas are necessarily bad, but in a lot of these situations, they're losing some duels that they are just must-win duels. So is it at a point of they're not feeling warmed up right now? Is Fnatic just firing on all cylinders and it's too difficult to deal with? So finding out exactly where the breakdown is, you can find solutions. Maybe it's a matter of doubling up so you can ensure trade instead of having 1-versus-1 duels. Maybe it means a tempo change or a pace change. You're going a little bit too quick. You're not punishing this aggression. Maybe slow down a bit, work the map, split up a little bit more. But fast. Vitality want to go this round. Hero.
He's been so good at this, that nice read on balance. And Durka, you can't escape, and he's omnipresent, it feels like, in this. He's over at long, he's in sewers, he's in middle, he's on the C site. And again, Vitality will at least get the plant, and now I want to see these ults spawn in. Josh, surely, I mean, Durka's just gone for his. That should clear sight. I don't know if he saw him at the very back of sight. They're not sure if he noted kicks yet. Now he does. It doesn't really make much of a difference here. What's the plan, Durka? He's committing to it. He's going in. They're trying to work in unison. And Fnatic, step by step, clearing house again. Vitality starting to capitulate here. Fall to pieces. Trex is a formality. We're seeing Fnatic firing on all cylinders. This is finals form Fnatic. There's a reason they held these titles for so long. They are deadly in these scenarios.
Vitality, I wouldn't be surprised if they burn their second timeout just right here, just to get something going. Because right now, yeah, Fnatic, all these individual little plays, they have such a big lead that they're allowed to go for these plays now.
Yes.
Durka coming in through a smoke, finds that opening, gets away unscathed. They can't let him get away with these things, and it's constant. Then he pops his ultimate, sits around, gets all the info. Vitality, they can't stabilize. They're getting encroached in from garage, from spawn, from the flank. And Durka's got information on all of them. They don't know what to look at. The chaos goes in the favor of Fnatic. The op up on Boaster. We saw this a couple games ago, and the opening.
Still good. I hate to say it, but he's still. Oh,
and Alpha's like, yep, okay.
You just
3
saw
for 3.
Trex vanish. Yeah,
3 for 3.
3 for 3. Oh man, it's quite hard to watch because this is a best of 5. It is a marathon of a game, but your confidence just keeps
catch him.
closer
Oh,
if you
okay.
hit that. If you hit
Swatted.
that. Oh, hero. Ah! Come on! And Andalusia flawless.
Disgusting.
Which one of yous gave Boaster the operator? I mean, 9-2. For Vitality, let's kind of talk a little meta here in a weird way, though. There is something to be said about losing quickly in best of 5s. Get that map out the way, because if you have this close affair, then it falls between your fingertips, and you've got this entire game to go ahead of you. It can be so hard to handle. For Vitality, this might be one of those, shake it off, next map. You really just move on, focus on that in probably on the half here.
This is Team Fnatic's best map. They picked it in this series. It's the first map to, get warmed up on, but aggression opening again.
They just won't stop. They won't stop. They're going to keep doing this. They have 9 rounds in their hands. They don't have to respect Vitality. They can keep playing these unfavorable fights, almost overzealous fights, because they haven't been punished on it. Sender going to get towards backside. They've got a plant. This is a good opportunity for Vitality. Get a 3rd round. Get a little bit of something behind you. Boaster getting closer, though. There's still one on the site he now knows about. He doesn't quite know about Sender. They're going to find out soon enough, though. Starting to work in now.
Trex droning, has that Hunter's Fury. Was worried about the flank, but runners picked it up. Here it comes.
Hey, he's going for this one. Going to at least buy time towards CT. Durka slipped a little bit further towards this. That brings in Sender to catch the push-up. Kicks with a good connection towards Hero. Boaster still going, and don't hit that shot. There's no way you hit that shot. He dives down! Head first for Halos. He goes, oh! I thought that was going to be it. Okay, Vitality get 3. They get 3. 9-3. It's not great,
redeemable.
But it's redeemable.
They need to win this pistol.
Yes.
That is like a must if they want to come back into this. we've talked about how momentum-based Vitality could be, about when they have those pistol rounds, when they're able to convert all these bonus rounds, they do a good job. But we're looking at Fnatic. This is their map pick. The best team right now in the region, at the very least, on this map.
Absolutely.
So, and then the last time they met up on this map as well, it was a stomping for Fnatic. So, you know, par for the course a little bit, but Fnatic, yeah, when you play the BO5, you need to think of it as an endurance race, and sometimes you want to get your worst map out of the way first, or the enemy's best map out of the way first. Use it as a warm-up game. You still have the endurance race to go through.
So let's see. Do we have a game on map 1, or do we start eyeing up map 2 as soon as possible? That would be Ascent, keep in mind. Vitality, it's in your hands, and Durka doing what he did in the start of things. He had a belting pistol round in the first half. Oh, Trex, love that. And good chip damage. Look at the state of Fnatic, down pretty low here. This is lovely from Vitality if they can keep hold of this, though. Safe gonna decide to dedicate himself towards the corner here. He does have Trex by his side.
That shock was big damage in this positioning from Sender, preventing that positioning from Team Fnatic. This camera as well, activated on a timing, is spotting all of middle. So right now, Vitality keep this setup. They've got 3 on the site, and Fnatic just trying to wait, make Vitality sweat, make them over-rotate away from this position, maybe regress into the Fnatic trap. But they're not giving it. Fnatic now deciding to actually reposition completely. Smoke up at middle. The camera, will it see over?
Decoy.
Yeah, the camera is pretty much everything here.
It's a retake camera. It spots only inside the site.
Hear him checking on it. See him considering at the time, starting to tick lower and lower. 30 seconds now.
left.
Runner starting to drift back a little bit deeper. They're starting to feel, yeah, there we go. At least going to see something, see enough that they feel that the pressure's stopped. But look at where the rest of Fnatic
Big
are. There's
pressure,
still going to be presence here. Trex, though, holding this with Runner. Nice little shot. They've got what they needed. Camera dealt with, plant is in. The next string to this, the assassin in the smoke, is going to be Alpha. But they still need bodies
Good
alive.
positioning.
And they find no safety. Sender holding that push over towards C connector. Alpha.
No.
Alpha, that's, ooh, okay, there's still a chance of this. Hold on. Sage managed to run free. But now you got to look at who else is here. Boaster had to have repositioned, and he has. He's waiting for the plant shot from Alpha. Tap on the spike, though. They're drawing them closer, and Boaster was not clean on that.
Wait.
But Alpha waiting. They're getting closer.
Oh.
Beautiful from Trex. Putting faith in Sender to hold it secure on the site, swing around and catch both of the Fnatic players. This is the first building block to having a game here.
A sigh of relief for Vitality, but the fight's not over. They need a win against this bonus, I guess, anti-eco first, then the bonus. Fnatic getting that spike means that maybe they afford a few Sheriffs into this round, maybe light shields. That might be dangerous. Maybe even a Marshall going for that long C pick. They're going to force these fights. They got the double duelists. It's all on Vitality right now to just finish this. Like, they're going against Fnatic. They can't lose their duels anymore. It's over. They had their chances to lose the duels and still have a chance to come back. Now they don't have that luxury anymore.
You're right, and it's back to the wall. No mistakes to be made. You want to see, in a nice way, you want to see at least 4 standing here. Kix only has the Ghost, so he could be the sacrificial lamb, but in reality, it has to be a very clean approach. And Fnatic making no subtleties about their approach so far.
Oh,
Well.
wait. Did they hear it, though?
Well,
They hear it. They have to.
Yeah, he got Sender very close by, but they've managed to slip a little bit deeper, right? They can prop someone in towards Garage. This then puts basically Vitality on red alert. Oh, first attempt. They go forward. Runner, they're very close here. Nicely handled. Sender trying to retake the space towards Garage as well. Secure that. This is good, dealing with all of those threats. Even though Fnatic, yeah, got a little bit close, being held at arm's length. Hero towards the door. Trying to play him for Durka. Sender's gone down. It should be fine. Again, they can afford to lose 1 here. You don't want to lose any more. Hero's probably going to find it hard to make this costly as the inevitable death of Trex is there. They've managed the first threat, well, second, I guess, after the pistol. And again, they picked up the Guardian. They've got everything they needed now to move forward into this bonus round.
I love that little bait and switch that Hero and Durka did there at the garage. Just getting that kill on Sender. It might not mean anything like in the small, you know, just this one round thing, but it could compile down the road. So a good opening there. Bonus round. Can Vitality convert this? If they want a chance in this game, I think they need to do it. And we've seen them so great on the bonus rounds yesterday against Team Heretics. Can they do it again?
Quick starts. chip damage as well. I mean, I'm looking towards Fnatic. They're taking a bit of a bruising at the beginning. Alpha down to 57, Boast taking a little bit of flak damage too. And I like this from Safe, taking all that space away, pushing himself up towards A-Long.
Hunter's Fury picked up off the ultimate orb early. I want to be able to see this in this round, secure this. So we have a game on our hands. Opening pick for Runner.
Shot, great shot from Runner. Takes away Durka, who is getting a bit closer, getting a little more confident to take that space, and it's certainly not for free. But Fnatic is still close by. They still have another player towards Garage. They have the smoke up towards the connector. They've taken towards the site. So it's a little bit of a trade out of space, but Vitality still have the numbers. They still have bodies here, and Trex still has that ult. Tap on the spike, and they fall away.
It's got a great ultimate line right now. If they go through Garage, Trex can just dismantle this completely. All he needs is the call from his teammates. Camera. There is none.
Get it.
It's
no,
at B.
It's too late. They're too deep already, pretty much at this point. Runner might be able to call it, but there's the smoke going in finally. And yeah, way too late for this one. Runner now trying to buy time. He's got support from Long though. Don't forget about that. Boaster does take down Runner, but there's Sender. He was holding C-Long the entire time. Lovely paranoia. Should slow this a touch. Now Fnatic are being pushed. They can't find any safety. They've taken a risk towards that C site, but Kick's feeling confident, takes away Chronicle. Boaster down low, and Hero still trying to find a way forward, but time, 10 seconds is ticking too low. Vitality have herded them perfectly. That is what they needed. 4 standing, everything that they were hoping for.
Now we're looking to go the distance on this map. Vitality closing the gap. Fnatic need to decide what they want to invest into this round. They got the double duelist. Not a bad idea to go and force up maybe a hero Vandal or not specifically on the character, the player hero, but you know, possibly on Alpha or Durka. They're close to their ultimates. If Alpha's able to get, for example, the long C orb and a kill, that could be a difference maker in this round. Or I'm looking towards Vitality. How are they going to open up again? They can steal this ground towards A. They have that ultimate on Trex. And Fnatic choosing to do a sneak up towards B quite aggressively here, actually, with these sheriffs in hand.
Step by step for Vitality. Bit by bit, round by round, kill by kill.
The space taken by Safe needs to be very safe.
Yeah, no, for
Going
search
down
of a better word,
going down is not an option.
It's really not, but he's getting, that's really risky play. He's not had a great game yet, and we know what Safe can do when he's on one, but I think he's, what, 3 kills so far. Very, very quiet. So maybe trying to, you know, puff up the chest a little, show presence.
Drone does not spot Alpha.
Didn't get the shot he wanted. Kicks gets to live. Fnatic not really getting the play. Now that did connect though. Kicks now down to 5 HP. Might need some support here. He's got some, I guess, presence from Trex, but he's going to be cut off by a smoke. So if they try and shut down towards Kicks, they could catch him. Boaster, flashed up. He couldn't do anything about it. Kicks, again, stands still standing his ground. It's going to be an absolute massacre here though. Alpha still firing.
Wait.
What did I do? What the hell is going on? Chronicle now in a 1v2. It ain't impossible. But now they know where he is. This is when it should be tightened up. Christ! Oh.
They tried not to line up as well. Trex going wide there, but that first shot connecting in the back is just like, you're the player in the back. You're like, what?
What's
I don't even have a chance.
Yeah. Timeout for Fnatic. This has been 4 in a row now for Vitality, and again, I've got to kind of bring highlight to it as well. This hasn't just been off the back of Safe, and this has been something we've been giving credit to Vitality throughout this run so far, that yes, Safe is your impact man, he's the guy you want to see fragging, but the rest of the team have been able to step up to the plate as well. So far, so good.
It was difficult in that first half to find any impact. In this game so far, 3 for 3 with his ultimate. He can combo it with Durkaz as well, and they can choose wherever they want to go.
Wait and see him buy armor though.
Yeah, we all make those mistakes from time to time. Unlucky.
Yeah, that's...
He's got a regular shield, okay?
Yeah, that's not true. So yeah, a little bit of a problem forgetting to invest that. For now though, Fnatic taking their time. It's a very patient beginning. And you're right, I think the work that Safe was doing there may not have been highlighted in the scoreboard, but the positioning, the space taken was fantastic. Now...
This positioning makes me think he wants to burn this in this round. Or he's going to get caught by Alpha.
Let's see.
Who's next?
That's the first ult from Durka. That's going to be A-Long cleared.
Plant the spike.
Some of the util. Clearing site though. He knows that there's no one on that A site. Trex waiting in CT.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. Ooh, Durka. You are bold man.
It's you
And there's the 1v1, and he's got
Against
it.
Hero. Or,
Runner.
no, sorry, Runner, my bad.
It's all good. And Alpha again maintains that streak. I don't think he's losing those anytime soon. And while all this happened, Fnatic got the plant down. So trying to pull off the retake with a man down, make it a second as well. Kicks gets caught by Alpha. Chronicle just spraying in towards it. It's supposed to get the reward, but still, they're struggling to even get towards the site. Vitality held at the door this time. Fnatic falling back into more of a set piece, a pre-planned approach, and it works. Trex now in a 1v4. He's got a bit of cash there, could maybe make a go of things, but still, this one will put Fnatic up to 10.
Went for a little something, couldn't get anything. You know, I would love to see a team run ISO against Hero, just to see him in a 1 versus 1. Same
True.
team, you know, I'm up here, I'm immersed, so, you know, getting the right names, getting the right teams. I love what Fnatic does here, though.
Okay.
They instantly, the round that they get their ultimates up, they burn both just to take that round away. They're 3 away from closing out this map, 2 away from securing overtime, and now they're also really close to Chronicle's ultimate as well. So being able to do that, just use their ultimates off cooldown, has been winning them a lot of rounds. Vitality here, they had an idea of how to play against it, didn't work out. Now Chronicle.
Speaking of ult,
A C-split maybe pulling a big rotation here, putting a lot of pressure on.
yeah, and that smoke as well just kind of adds to it, right? It adds the illusion of presence, but it has pulled the players away from C, so it's given them a foot in the door. Whether they follow it up is yet to be seen. I'm looking to maybe if they insert someone towards Garage. No, Boaster is actually following through on this. Heading up towards platform, Runner.
Can Hunter's Fury if he needs to. Beautiful line to do it as well.
Yeah, perfect. And Alpha's full in the meantime. Vitality still holding this. Sender.
The hit kicks.
Perfect. Still doing well. It's Kicks who goes down, but they still have presence on the side. They have 2 players still here. Hero's got in space, though. He's got a player turned the wrong way. Hat now invested. He's going to know that where everyone is pretty much. It's a quick rotation. Spike in hand. They're getting the hell out of there. Ult as well. Either side really coming through. Sender with a quick TP, and he's committed. This is huge. Sender right place, but is it the wrong time? Hero! Checks on him, catches him, removes all threat. He secured it for them. Smoke's gone up. The safe respect it. They're going forward. Smoke of their own, but Darker just spams into it, knowing what their plan is. Safe, we're gonna need a moment from you. Oh, it's a second! A 1v1. Safe against Boaster. Dash is popped. How does he want to play this? Boaster is waiting on that other side, just around the corner. Safe, what are you going to do with this one? Sharp as ever, but not now. Boaster's got them 11, and a quick pivot from Fnatic. They've gotten to another step closer.
What did he say there? Hello?
I'm sure we'll hear it on the replay at some point. We'll get it there.
We'll get it there. Again, though, I hate to sound like a broken record, but Fnatic is doing such a good job on that pressure. Chronicle's able to pick up his orb and instantly use it, gets that pick off onto Kicks, creates all the pressure in the world, it allows Hero to sneak up through B and get a flank off. 5 versus 3 opening, basically.
I don't lose them. Hello again.
There you go. We got it.
Right?
That's why we love the EVS team. They're on the case and production. All of you guys. Well, everyone's doing well today. Oh, man. It's hard to watch, right? It's a little hard to watch here at times because Safe has been such a monumental player this season, but now it's looking like 12's on the horizon. Vitality trying to scrap their way forward, but this was with Sheriffs, this was with bits and pieces. But I think what you've been highlighting throughout this game, that ult economy, when they're using them, making sure they're securing these critical rounds. Fnatic are making it very hard for Vitality, even juggling the gun away, making sure there's nothing, no fun allowed, no weapons allowed. Oh, well, 3 remain. Vitality went for a bit of a stack towards A, didn't work out.
Vitality have been doing so well with their teamwork in the previous matches leading up to this. And like the contrast between what we saw yesterday, what we saw 2 days ago, what we saw in the knockout round, to this, it seems like they're falling apart a little bit. It has to be some sort of mental thing. We've seen what they can do.
Okay,
Sender, okay.
Sender. All right, well.
Glimpse of what they could do.
Yeah, but you're right. I'd hate for anyone to have their assessment made of Vitality from just this map alone. Fortunately for us, we do have a best of 5. We have a lot more maps to go.
And we've got Ascent coming up as well.
which has been a stronghold. It's been a good little map to look at. Vitality again. I want to see them get a spark. Hopefully this doesn't knock the confidence. It doesn't take the wind out of their sails. And Vitality going to burn the timeout now as well. It's been 3 now back-to-back for Fnatic. We noted they had their timeout around.
This line towards middle is what it looks like he's doing. And we have maybe some sort of C fight?
Okay, do they commit down here as well? You've got Sender, kicks.
Oh, it's a fake C long control. They're gonna steal it really early with that one way, with that stun, maybe funnel them out from the C area into middle, into the op. With that retake A trip setup, they got that camera for the retake, the Rolling Thunder in hand as well.
I like that. I like that they're trying to paint the map how they want to be seeing it, right? It's an open canvas, and Vitality made a nice first move. Now, Fnatic have been patient, however. They might have to burn some utility to re-clear this, because maybe feeling that's a little bit too far. Like going, well, that's a bit weird that they've gone for this the first time. Maybe feeling that operator could be out, not hearing it ring just yet. But Fnatic, stubborn in approach. They wanted C-Long back. They've got it back. They're slowly creeping towards the site, but that spike's not moving just yet. It's still safely in the hands of Chronicle, waiting in the bottom middle. But speaking of waiting in the bottom middle, as is Trex. Now you should hear some of this, that owl drone. Oh man, that's gutting. Really heads up work for Fnatic. Does he get out with his life? Trex trying to make the most of it, trying to do what he can, but they're not gonna spring the trap. Safe could do with something here. Already takes down Alpha. Does he go even further? No, he's gonna readjust, back away, try and position better towards that A site, catch him in that next critical position. Runner's got to hold this down though. He's got to have some sort of hold on the site itself. Durka creeping up long. They're already gonna be getting close from sewer. Safe is here, 20 seconds, Fnatic. How much can they do? They're trying to pivot again. Hero's got to really secure this. Dodges the paranoia.
13 seconds.
But they're running low. They're running low on time here. Oh, but he's doing that. He's securing the side him damn self. That's outrageously good. Plant needs to come in. That cannot be stopped. It's in, but can they hold it? Trex try to do what he can. Safe all alone now in a 1v3. Map 1 on the line. And oh, he's got the first. Finds Hero, 2 more to go. Boaster and Durka. Time starting to tick against him. Still a smoke to be played with. Does he catch a glimpse? Does he spot the pixel out of place? Smokes off the left, fights the right, gets down Durka. 1v1 against Boaster. 2 HP is all he's got. Save! Saving them. After a quiet game so far, he stands up now and gets him around himself. That's going to be 8 and a lifeline.
A little poetic as well. Second 1 versus 3 attempt this game. He lost the last one in a 1 versus 1 to Boaster. Now, right click with the Blade Storm, puts Boaster down and picks up that 8th round. They still have the Rolling Thunder. They still have the op, but Fnatic, they've got 2 ultimates again. Alpha, he's going for his 5th duel of this game, and they've won every single round that he's had it. So what are they going to do here?
Win this was.
But also, you've got to kind of highlight here as well how mirrored we're seeing Durka and Alpha doing here. 21 kills both, 12 deaths both, nearly there on assists. You've got 2 headliners coming through. This is absolutely wild. Safe now, maybe a little bit more confident, maybe feeling himself a bit here, but he can't overstay. Yeah, has to back away now.
And me.
Oh, okay, he got Sender. I thought he might have had Safe then. Yeah, and does he keep his record? Of course he does, it's Alpha! You should just assume it's an instant victory, apparently, at that point, but that Sender gone. And now options are plenty. Durka gonna go for his ult as well, as you highlighted, cycling them very, very well here. Clearing sight, spotting out Trex. Flash ready. And he's committing. Oh, he caught it. Oh, look at this. Where do you run and where do you hide? Kicks just comes on in like a bulldozer, trying to keep his teammate Trex safe. Hero creeping though. Oh, it's gorgeous for him. And it's done for. Chronicle claims the last kill. Fnatic picking up map 1 here. It's a long game ahead, but
I'm gonna go win my duels because we're confident in that. Alpha and Durka, they want those kills. So Vitality, starting on attack, they need to be able to make something happen here, unlike what happened on Haven. They need to be able to punish those duels. They need to have better set executions. Here, fast opening towards A. It's a fake though. They're gonna be using this to sneak up Cat.
Oh, this is
Into
nice.
the smoke.
This is, oh my god. This is wild. This is wild.
No.
You thought he had that on a platter, right? Like all of that intention, all of that approach. But the one bonus is they do win out at least in one area, right? They've won out towards tree, so they can pivot towards the site, but there's already 2 players here. Boaster being 1, He's got Hero in support. We've got to see Hero on this map as well. Boaster looking comfortable. These traps are so ratty. Fnatic just shutting down this map. They're not allowing any step towards any sort of real pressure or real problems. Done for, dealt with. Fnatic with the first, comfortable too. And again, if you were Vitality thinking you were going to get maybe a normal game of Ascent, you know, hey, we're walking into maybe a normal map against a normal composition. No, you're coming up against this, which kind of worked really well.
It's going to throw Vitality off a little bit. I want to make sure, like, Vitality, I like the idea they have here. They cannot let that
Come to my side.
get them down. You know, Sender getting caught in that smoke there. These trips from Hero catching, the KO coming out. You know, that flash maybe coming half a second too late, slash runner going in through the door a little bit too early. Vitality need to be able to reset after that. Breathe. It's okay. It's going to be okay here. But that double duelist is going to change things up. That's no KO knife to be able to re-clear, to stall. It's going to be a lot more fights. Here, one orb taken for Team Vitality. Looking to go over to B, get the second one. No high penetration weapons here for Chronicle. So it should be relatively easy for anyone to get it here.
And the versatility on the setup already. You're seeing Hero obviously invest some of his util over towards A, posted up towards B. Got the TP coming this way too. I think they're starting to maybe hear a step. Yeah, they definitely know they're here now. That shock dart's going to be sent in. Does it catch?
A little bit of damage on runner.
Yeah, decent amount, 63. Bloody hell.
Only 16 damage here, but that's both orbs picked up. Kick's going to be happy about that.
Nice back up, and it does connect towards Hero. So if you're thinking about going, now would be the time. You can see instantly responded. So they're not finding any entry points, and no one from Fnatic's really given them a fair fight. They're not allowing any of these chances to be made, so playing very tight in this sort of round. Chronicle did take a fair crack of damage, so he's going to be cautious. May even switch out the weapon over towards Hero potentially, but as it stands, it's a late lean back towards A. Boaster going to get the first part of contact. He's got to be cautious. Could have been caught out there, but no, Alpha's got his side, and Alpha's getting confident. Oh, he actually swung around to him, trying to fight main. Good flash. This is still looking quite good here. If they can cost him a little bit more, they got to get in towards it. They're being shut down on the way in. Durka farms them up, mows them down. Pretty close to his ult as well.
Team Vitality just testing the waters. I like what they're doing over towards B after, like, as they're getting that orb. They're using that knife, the dart, a smoke. They're pulling out some abilities from Fnatic, and it's letting them know what Fnatic is doing with their setups. So we're seeing this trip over at A a couple times now, where we're seeing that the Cypher is playing B with an A trip. We're seeing the Sovas towards B, so getting a little bit of information, farming that up, and only investing those free abilities so that they don't really have to lose any economy in that round. Here comes the bonus round for Team Fnatic, first gun round for Team Vitality.
And this is where you hope all of that little information finding is going to work out for you, but it looks like Fnatic are willing to take a fight middle. You've got Durka here as well. Look towards short, though. I'm waiting to see if there's a swing from Alpha, potentially. It's not. It's going to be straight up towards middle. They're still coming this way. They still want to brawl. There goes Alpha, though. Straight down towards middle, and Trex sends him back. Two big picks for Trex. They're dealing with Boaster. Alpha, Vitality winning the fight in middle. They've gone for a fight, and they've won it. And now Chronicle and Durka want to do a little bit of damage. You're not going to get it. Runner finding Chron, and now Durka left in a 1v5. Could do some damage to them. Look at the HP here. Kicks down low, as is safe. But Vitality move through the win with an Andalusia flawless.
Great round for Vitality to pick up, so it's going kind of the same way that we saw last game, but what we saw last map was Fnatic picking up this round here. So close for Durka to get to his ultimate. That's 1 kill away, but Team Vitality had a pretty good approach there, and they were winning their duels. They were dealing with that chaotic situation really well, dealing with Alpha jumping off Cat, dealing with Durka. Aggressive in middle. Yeah, they won their deathmatch. That's
Pretty
right.
much.
So, you know, if they can turn things around from that last game where they were losing all these duels, maybe we're going to see something a little bit more competitive.
No, you're right. You kind of want to see that, don't you? That's something that's high on our priority list, is get them fighting back. But Vitality, no slowing down, no rest for the Wicked, but Durka this time wants to make up for it, but he doesn't manage it.
Whoa.
It's kicks on the trade down. This is uncomfortable. It's a little bit awkward, but they're still winning the fight. Chronicle might be overwhelmed here, and Vitality keeping it simple, but it was seemingly working until then. Trying to go right up middle with this brawl, but Boaster in support now. Well, that's a big bit of damage on Boaster. He might have to respect this and fall away slightly, but they do have the spike left on their side. They kept doubling down, maybe a little too far. Fnatic playing this almost overly volatile approach.
I love the reposition from Chronicle. He showed himself early towards B. Now he's repositioned. He can line them all up if he plays this perfectly. He's going to let them buy. trigger discipline is everything here.
He's got to be ice cold. He's got to be so ice cold, though. He's got to be so goddamn cold about it. That's going to be a follow-up. He's got to find the... Oh, he went for the switch, runner!
Why? He had it in the bag. All he has to do is not pop that drone.
I know.
And he can close that out. That would have been a huge play for Fnatic. It would have crushed Team Vitality right there. You win that mental warfare early in the game. And that's Vitality going to pick up that second round for them. And now, Fnatic, their economy is not that great. Dirk's ultimate comes online. Boaster, one off of his. Like,
he was close. He was close.
Maybe it goes calm or something. Yeah. Maybe someone's like, oh yeah, he's still mid or something. Yeah.
Man, that was. But you're right, that could have been a soul-crushing round. But Vitality, they get to move forward. Tied up at 2 apiece now. Ults coming through. We want to see better investment of them, better timings for that ult economy. Look at aggression around the map as well. Fnatic taking that space over towards A main. Vitality, high priority towards mid, it looks like. That seems like one of the first ports of call. Durka going to catch at least one on the cross. That's going to be Trex. He's not got the angle anymore, but can relay the information.
All that deep space taken by Team Fnatic. Vitality know it. They're using the space towards short, towards catwalk. They know, oh, you're an A main, cool. Site's going to be a little bit free then. But it looks like if you're going to be this overextended, Boaster with a big pickoff, and that's the smokes down as well. That's going to be so difficult for Vitality to get across these crossfires. But nobody on B for Team Fnatic.
Oh my god, where did that just come from? And he's still going, he's still going! They're still firing! No! Vitality, this isn't the round you drop, this isn't the one you lose. This could go completely on its head here. Safe is now wounded. He's got Chronicle picking him up, and it's all on Trex to try and save the day. And Boaster, the Wild West out here, up towards top middle. He's keeping most of the map safe, and Trex now surrounded. 2 in front, 3 in front, 1 behind. There's nowhere for him to back to. He has to try and fight his way out of this. Oh, and it's done. Boaster, outrageous positioning. The pace safe card thrifty there, perfect, but it was the positioning, Josh. That presence towards A main, it worked wonders.
Vitality knew about it as well, but once Sender went down there and there were no smokes available for that gate position, for that spawn towards B, here comes Alpha in the back, gets kicked, crossing into market, spike down. Alpha follows up with a second, and it's just all falling apart for Team Vitality there. And this is where it's important to take a look at their faces, see how has that affected them, is it going to impact them here? So this is a big round. And right now they have the perfect ultimates to go and be aggressive and to disrupt Vitality. Do we see a fast opening again?
Looking at the mini-map here. Knife will find Durka. So that's quite indicative that you've noted him early on.
You're going to do the dart. And then the Sova ultimate with that KO ultimate combo. A classic.
Waiting to see it. There's
Boaster.
the paranoia.
Wasted in his own smoke. Yeah.
I think they're reading this now. Starting to get a good idea of what's coming in. Lots of pressure towards Tree. How does Boaster survive through this? I do not know. He's got players left and right. Durka and Kron kind of exchanging here, and Vitality finding these kills. Hero from up top over towards Heaven, but it's Kron on the flank as well. Finds the timing right to catch Runner in the heels, and it's just being held up on short. The spike does get lost, but it's within touching distance. Safe and Trex looking to step back in here. Safe. There's a little bit of a glimpse. It's Trex who's got a bit more freedom, but he's the one with the spike. Does he try and drift away? Does he? I think he might have just been caught. Visible to Hero.
If Fnatic get one more pick off here, it's over. Fnatic win the round because Alpha pops his ultimate and they can just jump on the last player. Reposition from Fnatic. They don't know where Vitality is going. But if they re-clear through middle, they realize it's not B. They can flank up short. So not the end of the world if they get out of this correct position. Chronicle.
I like this, though. I like this. It's risky. It's high risk, high reward. You have to have someone almost overplay, outplay, and that's what they're trying to do is safe. But there's a counter.
Is he going for it? He's just going for it.
He's got him. He's got him. That was the spike. I mean, and now Safe has to come back and try and get the plant, but luckily Trex wins his fight. And now Safe quickly to the case, gets the plant down. Hunter's Fury, tag is there, he knows where Safe is, and Chronicle can't get that last connection, but the damage has been done. Oh, wait, Safe will not go down without a fight. And the 1v2, Chronicle, one to the right, one down below. Safe barely breathing, but still very much alive. The barrel's been spotted, but Chronicle, the killer, taking down Safe, and now the 1v1. Trex has given away nothing, he's shown nothing. Oh my god, that's shown
58.
A whole lot now, but time is ticking. Chronicle played it so well, but Trex keeps cool, keeps composed, and won that 1v1 that saved the day, basically, there.
These rounds, they're not making sense to me right now, though. We have no ultimates basically being used. We saw, I guess, Hunter's Fury and Alpha use his ultimate, but from the attack side of things, they tried to sneak up, maybe make Fnatic think, oh, for sure they're going to pop one or something. Until those happen, we're not going to overreact to anything. Try to make it seem like it's not a threat, and then explode on them. But coming down to 1 versus 1 there,
This is a very, very tense game. That was off the back of Vitality timeout. We said that generally we've been seeing some incredible conversion from these coaches. Still have these ults here. Kix has his, and you're right, Operator is there for Durka.
That mid smoke's going to clear in a few seconds here, and Durka is going to get active. Reclear drone.
So risky, they're so close already to catch the pixel, but he's not been landing with the Operator. We saw it in map 1 as well. Wasn't really his strong suit, but they've crept really close here. This is looking like a B crunch, and it's going to be on Chronicle, who's, you know, utility out, and then Alpha on the other side. Smoke goes in. Now they're going to respond, and here comes a burst. Alpha just trying to shoulder this, and Chronicle just delivers. Deletes safe, and now they've got the reposition towards the site. The crossfire is outrageously good. It's a shutdown, it's a shutout, and it's a clean round. And Andalusia flawless for Fnatic. Vitality just walked straight into the trap.
Great positioning there for our team Fnatic. They're getting so much value from this space over at A. Boaster just playing in that choke point at the beginning of A, and he's got this deep line, realizes, hey, until I am pressured off of this space, I'm just gonna jiggle this, and you guys get to hold your crossfire. Chronicle sends that dart out. It's not broken. He gets his first. That's on safe. And now Alpha from the backlines, that crossfire. Beautiful.
It's dreamy when
Chef's
those
kiss.
things work. Yeah. And now we're going to see some of these ults, right? Now we're going to see them at least go for the knives coming out for safe, straight on in. Ooh, it's fine. It's all good. No one's actively playing the site, but still, they've given up this A side of the map.
Two things I look for here. Astral Wall for the retake. Does it come in across the site? Second thing is Killjoy lockdown. Does that come in this post plant? This is here. Around that Vitality, you need Durka. All the information again.
Yeah, he's ready for it. He's waiting for it. He needs some help here, though. He needs to get out of here. There's the flash, and here comes the swing. Already, the Hunter's Fury going to come down, but it's running to find Durka. They've dealt with the first, they've dealt with the second and the third. Vitality holding on to this site with everything they have. Hero and Chronicle outnumbered. And now Chronicle might just try and get away with that last treasured item of that Operator. This is what Vitality needed. A little set piece, a little set idea, and it worked wonders.
This is...
Oof.
Nice,
right.
This is the second time we saw Vitality snap back on the backs of these Sheriffs. And I'm just wondering, where... Okay, it's okay. He goes down in the end. A lot of ultimates on the board still. I'm surprised Fnatic didn't invest theirs here and let Vitality get away. Picking up those first 3 opening kills, using that Sova ultimate, the Hunter's Fury from Trex in the backlines to disrupt that retake, to force them into the open so they die to the Stingers, to the Sheriffs that are playing in so many different areas. Shocked that off of all the information Durka had, they didn't group and do something together, but Fnatic still in an okay position. 4-4 is the score. Lockdown still in play if they need it.
Timeout. Fnatic, see, it looks like Odin's coming out to play, so a little bit of a change around.
That Odin would be perfect to block the lockdown at B through this wall.
So maybe a little bit of an awareness shown, potentially. And I do want to see a little bit of an upswing from Durka with the Operator. He's been missing on the kind of opening shots, right? He'll hit the flicks, he'll hit the clutches, but...
the 30-degree angle.
Yeah, the Draken special, but we'll see how it plays into this round. Already, right up Cat. Vitality playing contact almost to at least treat. Knife goes through, that should be out. Noted, good shot, clean from Durka. Asked for that, he's got it. That's runner gone, so that's
info as well. The Killjoy peeking out mid like that, no pressure towards B, it's gotta be A.
They've got to know now, and Alpha is waiting on the other side here, and again, another surprise. Good trade for safe, and he's got site control. He needs the rest of his team to filter forward, get that spike up to the place they need, and get towards the plant here. Fnatic chomping at the bit, still held towards Heaven, and late presence towards Tree from Hero, but Safe has to be the hero himself here this round.
They break this door, the hack goes off onto that dead body at main.
So that's what they're fighting for, prioritizing that positioning.
It was a short split, drone coming out to re-clear this position.
And now it's go time. Looking to fight back towards Heaven. It's Sender and Safe Tree. Try and take that space back through here. Durka under a lot of scrutiny. But Fnatic held back by the door. The smoke's still in play, but Chronicle with a blind spam pretty much catching Sender. Now there's problems. Drex gonna bail him out, at least towards Hero, but there's so many more players coming through this way. They need this round, and they're looking to try and divide and conquer, and it's working. Drex gets Boaster. This is perfect from Vitality. Individual efforts from Fnatic are not gonna be good enough until maybe Chronicle can clutch this out, but time is against him, and so is Safe. Vitality taking away Fnatic bit by bit.
Vitality struggling in these types of chaotic rounds in that first map, turning things around. Now they've won not only 1, 2, but I think 3 now of these really chaotic rounds. Once in middle, now at A a couple of times, once on a Thrifty of all things. So really good job getting this handle on this game. We kind of expected Vitality to come out here swinging though. It is a map that, you know, Fnatic's not traditionally known for compared to other teams that are on Ascent. Vitality, they're a map pick for a reason here. They need to get a few more rounds to be very comfortable going into that second half.
Operator in hand for Safe. Ult's very close by. Trex now 1 away for his. Still got that lockdown and runner. Durka taking a look.
The reposition from Vitality all the way back to B after Durka just pushes it off, breaks that turret, gets this information. It's just the Killjoy here, not even working B. So maybe it's a play towards A. Hero already shifting off towards A. It's all going to be on Durka.
This is so much for one Sheriff, and I mean, to be fair, Chronicle does have the Bulldog. Outdrone there, and they saw Safe behind it too, so they know there's bodies behind this. It's not just going to be that Sova trying to creep a little bit closer, trying to pull him away, but switching out the weaponry. Trex with the Operator, it's going to be Safe trying to lead the charge. Already, you've got support there, 2 towards back of site. This is tricky. Vitality have to be clean on this approach. Get that synergy right. And they're doing just that. Hero gonna find center though on the trade. Now Chronicle gonna find a fair fight. Runner goes down without a trade in sight, and now Safe is called upon. Trex still dominating from the back of the site here. 1v1 called in. You got the big boy this time. Safe up against Alpha. 1v1. Guardian against Vandal, and Safe wins it. But it's Hero. This guy can clutch, but not now. That is better from Vitality. They dealt with all that chaos, and they came up with the plan. They got it all right.
Fnatic looking a little bit shaky right now. Alpha, that's the second duel he's lost now out of, I don't know, like 6, maybe even 7. He's getting these online every 3 rounds, it feels like. And now lots of ultimates on the board for Team Vitality. Fnatic going to be able to purchase up Vandals here. Chronicle with that Sova, Hunter's Fury. And we've seen Fnatic open up with very aggressive rounds with that Hunter's Fury before, have really good set plays around it. I wonder if they're going to set up another sort of trap here for Team Vitality to fall into.
But Vitality, that even in all this chaos, they're still managing to convert. They're doing really well at this. It's a very hard game to play against, and a very hard composition to deal with, very unorthodox, especially on this map. So learning on the fly, handling it on the fly.
Flash and Dart combo coming together. Blind, gets the scan.
He just goes into hiding, tries to keep himself secure. Gonna blind send this one pretty much. No connection there. Trying to retake a little bit of that space with Durka going a little bit deeper towards middle. Vitality still pausing on Cap.
Runner spotted, crossing towards A. Rotation from Fnatic, not coming out just yet. Durka in a position. Walk out, try to get a timing.
Yeah, his timing's everything though, isn't it?
Missed the timing. Hero already rotating over though.
Yeah, this is gonna be crunch time on the side. Boaster needs to stall. He needs Alpha to stall, and Boaster's fallen. Safe, cracking open the case with the follow-up as well. His entry work is sublime. Vitality painting this site their colors as Durka and Chronicle a little late to the party now. Plants in play, and Durka, that's not bad, but quick work from Safe. And he's starting to heat up now, starting to get involved in the game, getting invested in the game. Chronicle a 1v3. Not now, not today. Safe ends this round with 4. Big impact for him, and especially after map 1 where he was struggling to find that impact.
Door closed there on Chronicle. And a 3-man just waiting for a firing squad. This pickoff, just saw the gun barrel poking through the smoke. Boaster got a little bit too close to the sun there. But you're absolutely right, yeah, Safe is really making a lot of these things work. Trex had some big rounds there with the clutches. But now we're seeing op up for Safe. He's got that Blade Storm to follow up, so he can switch up the pace if he needs to. And Vitality having a really good control of this map, especially through middle here. Completely uncontested. Durka sneaking across.
Sneaky boy.
If Vitality go back and don't use that drone, Durka can completely crush this.
And he was dealt with by Hero with the Guardian, so gonna drift away towards site.
But we got the replacement from Chronicle, filling up the gap towards A. Lockdown still in play for Runner.
Closed.
But with a split here, makes me think They were going to go try to get into B main, use that lockdown as a fake. Turret broken. Cancel that plan. Make something new.
Trying to do this somewhat blind. Fnatic aren't giving them any real cues yet, so Vitality are having to try and determine how they want to approach. Oh, there we go. Got it on the second time.
B. It's going to be an A split through short. Alpha, Chronicle getting close to that position as well.
Yeah, counter Aldrone just coming in to clear Cat. That's going to see a lot. That's going to be Alpha now. Focused up, ready, eats the flash though, but again, they don't notice him yet. Now they do, run and clears the first problem, gets past that hurdle. You got to look towards Wine as well. Boaster kicking back. Oh, Trex with a belting shot. They got all the answers here today. Lockdown on top. Ults on ults on ults. They've got so much. Durka's in a little bit of trouble here. What does he go for? What's his options?
See him shorty?
Nope, he's got a...
They're in the lockdown!
He's laughing about it, but that scoreline's going to be no laughing matter soon. It's looking like 8 will be there. Fnatic held down on 4. A stronghold for Vitality still, handling this unorthodox situation, this very new, different comp, and the firing squad waiting. Chronicle, it's going to be a formality for him here, as it's 5 on the other side. And it's really time to focus into that second half. 4-8, and Ana Lucia flawless to wrap up this half with a bow. And 8 rounds for Vitality after a shaky start. It was back and forth the whole way, but they stabilized.
Fnatic picking up those first 2 rounds of the half as well. So that was effectively, if you remove that pistol second round eco, that's an 8-2 basically.
Yeah.
So Vitality's showing their strength here, rebounding really well from that Haven game that they lost. And it's kind of reminiscent of yesterday's game against Team Heretics. They lost their icebox as the opening game, and then they just came out swinging.
Nice, good
and ended
what do
up
we say,
just doing
guys?
better and
In
better and better.
Vitality fashion, we thrive in the chaos.
Thrive in the chaos. They are doing it this game. They weren't doing it on Haven, but now they get to go into the defense side. Fnatic on that double duelist. They don't have that KO to shut down runners' traps here. It's going to be difficult. We're going to see a lot of chaos going into the second half as well. Can Vitality keep it up, though?
It's an endurance race in the highest category.
Standing ahead.
Fnatic now on the attack. Of course, Vitality with the round advantage by some margin on the defending side. First attempt at contact is over towards B.
Split pressure.
But you're right, it's going to be an end goal towards A. Sender's paranoia. Should have caught the first, but I don't know about the follow-up. Boaster looks dazed and confused, and right now he's dead. An ambitious shot with the classic as Chronicle's on the run, and there's nowhere to hide. Kicks catches him. And Alpha, well, he's going to get a plant. I don't know what else they can do with this one, though. A very difficult scenario, but it's your 2 heavy hitters. One's just gone, and Alpha overwhelmed, dealt with and dead. Vitality kicking things off with a bang in the second half.
Flawless.
As an Andalusia flawless for Team Vitality in that pistol round. We were looking to them to have good ideas, good plans in their pistol round, specifically on attack. But here, maybe spreading themselves too thin. Fnatic, you know, 2 players on short, getting caught in the crossfire, span down through the cage. And Fnatic will now have to come off the back foot. 4-9, they are down. They are on an eco here. Vitality surely pick up this 10th round and get us closer and closer to that 3rd map.
And I've got to say, when you're looking at kind of the player cams, because this is, you're looking at kind of Alpha doing damage or, you know, a trap set with the classics, but Vitality have the substantially better buy. So a moment of conversation here, but for me, Vitality look incredibly calm on the stage. They look incredibly composed, very low-key, very low energy, to be fair, compared to we've seen kind of Fnatic giving it, kind of, you know, up out the seats a little bit more. But Vitality looking like they're looking to reserve their energy throughout this game and just kind of going through the motions, maybe trying to keep their cool in these best-of-5s. Grand finals is along the line, and Runner takes away Durka. This shouldn't be an issue of a round particularly.
Move.
Okay. This shouldn't be an issue of oh no, I've lied. No.
What have you done?
I'm so sorry. No, it's fine, because look, the big boys are here. You got Kicks coming over with a Bulldog. He's gonna blind 2 of them, easy pickup. No sweat, don't worry about it. I'm a little bit worried about it. Plants there. Hero is on guard duty, but it's down to the classics. That's all they got. And on the other side, Guardian,
Molly.
Bulldog, Flash, Molly, Smokes. They got it all. They should be fine. Trying to isolate a fight. Not going to get it. Last man. Down to Boaster. They've made mountains out of molehills, to be fair, but this should be where the buck stops. We're going to check this. We're going to...
Boaster?
Boaster. You ain't got it in you, Boaster. Surely not. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Wait, did they forget where he was? Because he shot at them with the classic, right? Did they just not...
Or was that hero off to the side? Show me the replay.
Show me the replay.
Show me...
We gotta see this.
Show the
We gotta
replay.
see this one back a little bit here.
I mean, hey, it was chaotic.
It was.
You know.
And Vitality came out on top.
Yeah.
Wins a win. Them body blocking them each. Yeah,
Oh.
they're there. Yeah. But, I mean, as you pointed out,
Yeah.
they looked calm on the stage. Another way that you could perceive that is they look like they're in a flow state.
Yeah.
So if they're in a flow state, that means that we're getting Vitality potentially on all cylinders. And we saw them, how they've been peaking through this, I guess, late stage in this split 2 playoffs. They've been looking on point, especially safe. So if we're going to be able to see them unlock like we've seen them, it could be really good. Control over both mains for the defense. Very interesting. Fnatic spread passive default. They don't want to give away anything too early. That Stinger on runner. Got that turret.
Just waiting.
Hoping.
Praying there's someone. Oh, there's someone here.
The cage to threaten the cross to the box.
This is heads-up work so far for Fnatic, but whether or not they keep their composure and keep that diligence clearing all these corners, they've given away a lot of pressure towards middle, and that's fine. They've cleared the alarm bot now, so that's been dealt with. And then there has to be a response from Vitality. I mean, they are on the lighter purchase, so I guess they try and take a gamble where they can, but Hero, yeah, just that little gap was enough to give away the game. Now, Trex, there's no good option here, but you either maybe play Cat, maybe play
Wait, the flank?
backside. Safe, though,
You and me.
coming on in, and there's the 1v1 who just got taken.
Trex,
It was Trex.
Vandal.
Okay, this is the... Oh, but it looks so easy. Okay, Alpha's starting to get that percentage back, but Kicks and Safe making this one still a threat. A 2v3. Frost being watched. Alpha deals with the danger man of Safe. And the timing, the counter swing. Everyone came in for that fight, making sure it didn't get out of hand. But only make it up to 5.
Big round for Fnatic, and Vitality budgeting themselves on that round, picked up a couple of goes, picked up a Stinger, and we're in positions basically to be able to react really well. They were inside B main, they gave up middle. Okay, alarm bot goes down, we have all this space towards A main, cool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna group up, we're gonna get this backstab on them. If they're going market, cool, we go and backstab them. Losing that opening duel through the gap of the cage, unlucky, but
Yep.
Vitality in a perfect position. Still, defense, 5-round lead. What could go wrong?
Why have you done this? Why have you cursed it
What
this
could
way?
go wrong?
No, it'll be fine. It's a good map for Vitality. They look cool, they look composed. Calm, collected.
Smoke short, dart mid. Safe. Backs up into Pizza. Not spotted yet.
Does he go back for seconds?
Looks like he wants to. He's got the drone or the dart for the reclear.
Drones on either side. He's in a bit of a pickle now. Yeah, time to go.
Yeah.
Ooh! Almost got caught there. Durka was incredibly close. Runner starting to read Hero's pressure and how he wants to approach this, so still controlling and prioritizing that B main presence.
Paranoia.
Waiting for all of this to get closer
Here it
now.
comes. Smoke.
Smoke goes in, but they're ahead of this. Alpha just goes straight on in, but Safe was waiting. Safe positioned incredibly well. It's Durka who delivers one back on towards Trex, but still, this is a very small slice of the pie, and Hero's in a real spot of bother. Kicks, fantastic catch towards him. They fought back out towards B main, so it'll switch around almost. The plant's in play, but they need security. They can't just deal with no post-plant safety, so it looks like Durka prioritizing CT.
Knife. Paranoia still in play here. Durka, if he's able to get this first pick off. Teleport back into B main. Risky.
Yeah, incredibly. Oh my god, the timing! Unbelievable timing on that. Kicks is thanking his lucky stars, but Chronicle in a 1v4. Safe is low, but this position, I feel like it would need a mistake from Vitality, and I don't think they're going to be making it. He's down to 25 here, running out of options, running out of time. Diffuse going to be halfway very soon. That's a one. Oh my god, relax.
No.
All good. Diffuse. I started getting nervous.
No,
Right?
it's
It was me. I got nervous. He was fine. 11 for Vitality. They're back on track.
The reactions from Vitality are really good here. You see how they notice they're getting pushed up through middle. The Omen's instantly repositioning center in a position where he can either stun the Paranoia, he chooses to do a one-way smoke at market door. It enables his teammates to get these kills. Cool, more people coming through market. What we're gonna do is give you the site. You can have it, we're gonna play the retake. What we're gonna do instead is take B main from you, eliminate whoever's there. In this case, it was Hero, and now Vitality, they have that 4-2. They converge so slowly on Fnatic, encroach on that 11-5. They build their lead.
So close now. Taking this up to 12, securing at least overtime. And a patient beginning from Fnatic. Here the buy, shaky at best. On the other side, things going from strength to strength for Vitality. Cleaner rounds, better results, better money. Alarm bot dealt with in middle. Looks like a similar approach, at least to that previous round.
Very split. A few Vandals in play, and Sheriff for Durka. Very close to ultimates as well. A pickoff for Fnatic could change everything. Vitality, a lot of space towards A, but a very precarious position for Safe here.
Yeah, Safe has a lot of weight on his shoulders.
Seems like Fnatic want to go towards A, put pressure, get a kill, see if Durka can pick off one of the rotates from B and open up that rotation point. Fnatic need that opening pick though, otherwise this plan does not work.
Yeah, the first man on the chopping block will be Kicks, but he passes with flying colors. The paranoia goes in, Safe wins his. And Fnatic just not getting any of the fights that they were dreaming of. Vitality are just holding on to everything. Every aspect has been under wraps. Alpha's still trying to breathe on 5 HP. Chronicle's been chipped down. This has been perfect work from Vitality. You can't say anything against it. It's been calm, it's been composed. They've dealt with a very strange comp to be playing up against, and they've done it with absolute poise and grace. They're just going to just let this round kind of, I guess, simmer out at this point, see if they can keep control of the weapons, but it's going to be 12 for Vitality.
Last player standing.
Of course, corrected from map 1.
Spike down B.
That's one of the rifles lost there, as Alpha looking to keep his, and that will be it. 12 for Vitality, one more round for them, and we might actually have a best of 5 on our hands.
Lots of ultimates up, good combos as well. Astra Wall, if they want to do a fake or a split, they have Durka and Chronicle to combo the Yoru and Sova ultimates as well. Big pickoffs.
What a shot,
and
bro.
Fnatic, maybe, like if they have a timeout available, talk about what Vitality is doing, because Vitality have really good flow of the map. They have space, either at the mains or at middle, and then as soon as Fnatic take one, Vitality is instantly taking another. But aggressive opening, maybe for Vitality at B, taking that line right away.
It's been a hard map for Hero. This hasn't been the first time that they've explored this, but it depends how far they go on this course, right? Do they keep going down further? And yeah, they're just gonna send someone like Safe a little bit deeper, go fact-finding, see what's on the other side here. Chronicle gonna post, yeah, the ult coming in, but look how close they are trying to get pressure towards Tree. They're keeping control of this so well. Safe now clearing through the map. Alpha's taking down Kicks. They've got the go-ahead, but now the backline being pressured. Do they try and turn? Do they try and overwhelm the one man? But it's never going to be just one man. Sender tries to help him out. Postal wins the fight, and so does Safe on the other side. Now they are cornered. Now they're surrounded. They've got a little bit of leeway towards the site itself, but look where the spike is too. This is still a tricky round for them. Nothing is easy here. Alpha in the blender goes down. Runner's got control on this one. They're making them work, even just for the spike. Trex coming back around. He seems surprised that he's seen one on site itself. Does go down into a 2v2.
You can collect the spike, using this ultimate.
I'll handle this.
Reset this into a 2 versus 2 with the post plant. 30 seconds remain. Sees both as well. Could take it to B if he wants to. Could fake the plant towards B. Could take it to B if he wants to. Could fake the plant towards B, teleport back. He's got options.
Where does he go with this one? What does he do?
Groups with his team.
Okay.
I think he's gonna fake it towards B. Chronicle's gonna hear the rotate, maybe. The portal's down. He has to commit B.
Yep, plants in.
Spike planted.
Chronicle waiting in case they come back through from towards Tree. He can watch CT as well. Vitality opting for the right back up middle, looking through towards Market. So Durka might get a spot on this one. I don't know if Chronicle's going to see it. But the door's there. Oh my god. And the surprise on the drop, but Safe now in the 1v1. He has no idea about Chronicle. Maybe he could extrapolate information. Maybe he could figure it out, but still. Bit of a shot in the dark here.
No
How does Safe play this?
He knows.
He's got to make a move soon as well. That clock is ticking. Chronicle can just play to that second. Waiting for a step, waiting for a pixel. He spotted it. And now he knows the time, though, is going to be everything in this, and Chronicle keeps cool, collects them around up to 6th. Not too many smiles for Fnatic right now. Vitality still very much in the lead here, very much in charge.
Safe actually played that round really well. He missed his opportunity on short from tiles at the beginning, but instead of overcommitting to it, he smokes. He uses that cloud burst, he waits there, waits for the round to develop a little bit more, then eventually he's able to strike again, takes out Hero, is able to live that entire way through into that 2 versus 2. Knows, wait, Chronicle hasn't come to trade, he's got to be late, he's got to be spawned, holding this crossfire, goes for that 1 versus 1. Unfortunately, doesn't win it. We see another round here. Fnatic on 6. Boaster still has that Cosmic Divide.
Storm invested from safe as well.
I'd love to see a fake out from Fnatic. They have the perfect composition to run it. Safe. Very not safe position. He's got his Blade Storm out.
Yeah, he's starting to get more confident, it feels like, taking riskier fights, riskier positions on a bit of an island, but as it stands, Fnatic still working their way through middle, right? They've still got the alarm bot to clear if they want to do that. There's a lot closer pressure. Didn't manage to get to see the additional body of runner there, but still, the alarm bot will hold its position, so they're not going to be too fussed about that one.
We're all divided.
They're waiting for this, but Kix is still around this corner.
Great crossfire. Smokes up.
Okay, he's going to be seen, sprays and prays. He should be dead. Dead and buried. Now safe called in on. Oh my god, it was labored. It wasn't pretty by any margin. And now they're down to 3. Runner, Sender, and Trex. Looking at this, where they're trying to go. There's no one to get away from Alpha with that sort of approach. They've got the site. They should be able to get the plant here. Remember, you had the spike for a second there. Going to get that one through. But Runner and Trex, yeah, the best options at this point is to pause this. This is the cleanest round Fnatic have had in a while.
Great opening kills there. Vitality, I don't know what the plan was at short. They had that crossfire. Sender takes contact, Kix is in position. They shouldn't expect him the nice bait and switch. But once Sender gets smoked off there, what's that follow-up plan? Does a paranoia come through? Does Kix throw a flash and reposition? How do you deal with that? Didn't look like they had an answer. And Fnatic were able to get clean through. Safe, yeah, labored. Got his kill in the end, but got traded instantly. And now Vitality trying to save here. The last 2 players, Trex and Runner, trying to tuck at B.
They get to keep these weapons. It feels horrible when you see that many players on the other side. That's Trex gone. And Runner. Okay, so let's see what that does to the money going forward as well. This is knife's edge stuff, though. Fnatic haven't looked clean so far. This has still been an uphill struggle. Vitality have looked much, well, you know, better rounded, but pulling no punches. There's going to be no easy end to this. As Vitality going to decide to slow things down, get the timeout in, make sure they keep everyone in check. No need to get ahead of yourselves here, still firmly in the lead.
One enemy remaining.
Timeout for Team Vitality. I guess that's it. And that's going to maybe let them talk about how they want to approach these rounds, set them off balance a little bit.
And Vitality are always scary in these rounds. You give them a Sheriff, a Guardian, a Stinger, or bits and bobs. They're pretty deadly. So let's see what they do here. Fnatic need to be still extremely cautious. You've got to respect your opponent here. And it looks like they've gone for an aggressive start. Hero is in danger. He's on the run. And somehow he gets out of dodge. Looking like he wanted to punish Safe for the insolence as well. But oh my gosh, a little too far there. Didn't have to do it. Could have backed away. He felt all that pressure. Do they know about Trex at all? Okay, yes they do. Yes, they do. Quick answer for that. They're very aware of Trex. Now, on the other side, Fnatic putting up their defenses, right? They're making sure that none of these threats come through. So, as it stands, Spike is down. We've got that 1 recovered rifle, and in this man's hands, in Safe's hands.
They have that lockdown. If they leave that door closed, they could actually win the round with it.
Do they invest it? Did they go for it?
Looks like they're keeping it. Alpha still has his ultimate, so if it comes down to, you know, 2 versus 1 for Fnatic, it's a guaranteed win.
It's getting very, very close, though. Looking to maybe just make it costly, it looks like, rather than actually going for it. So can they do that? Can they cost him a couple of these weapons? Chronicle going to take away Runner. And just seeing someone in that position, you know, obviously with the time ticking as well, you know they were going for exits here to try and punish the economy as best they could. Really take away any of the backup that Fnatic had. Safe does take away Chronicle. And it'll be Kix going down to the spike in the end. So they did invest the divide into that one. They've lost a couple of the weapons. I think they should be fine for the repurchase. I'm not sure if that's going to cause any sort of real knock-on damage. I'm looking at Durka as well, 2 away from his ult. But on the other side,
4 more, 1 by 1.
Lockdown, Hunter's Fury, TP, full purchase. Missing some shields, but still, I mean, opting to do so.
And if Vitality, even if they lose this round, the way that their money's budgeted, Safe could get an op next round. I'm pretty sure lots of ultimates on the board. They could combo these. Alpha, I'm looking to him though. Does he make the difference in this round? 3 players A for Team Vitality, trying to control this area.
Oh, big info. There it is. This could be the one. Oh, and the follow-up on top. This is your danger man as well. 1v1, Safe up against Alpha. Who's got it this time around? It's Safe who comes out on top, but Chronicle went further forward. He's got down Kix, and now he's just fighting his way through this one. Chronicle gets them 3. Runner and Trex
1
trying
HP
to
too.
do damage from the back lines, but you're right, he's barely alive, but look at what he's done to him. Leaving the bodies across the floor. Runner and Trex. This could be fatal. 9. Surely for Fnatic, unless they get a quick pick.
Does
They've
he
done
know
that.
about Hero?
Maybe it's still game on. Maybe there's still life in them yet. Chronicle's so low. There is desperation. And they've gone down. And now Chronicle's 1 HP becomes a bigger issue. It becomes a massive problem. Hero's been shut down. Trex takes away Chronicle. This could be the one. Hero in the 1v2. Oh, but he keeps him alive. The lifeline's still there. The Red Bull clutch. Fnatic aren't done just yet.
He can't keep getting away with this. Hero, another clutch. We haven't seen him being able to be in these situations this series yet because Fnatic just handily destroyed Vitality in that first map, but now coming out when he is needed most, winning that 1 versus 2. And Vitality, oh, they gotta be kicking themselves. They had that so close. I love how Chronicle presses forwards. Once that ultimate lands on Safe, Safe wins the duel, cool, he's gonna come back, and Chronicle's gonna line him up and finish him off.
Deep breaths now. You saw, you said it, the money was leaning towards the fact that the operator could be here, and it is. Safe has that in hand. We have Dirk as ult, we also have the Hunter's Fury. Now for Vitality, this has to be key. We didn't see Runner really investing that ult here at all. We've not seen Sender going through this, but Safe now. Fnatic seem aware of this possibility. The double swing! It feels like they're playing with X-Ray on. How are they doing this? Full read, full information. And a man to the good above a minute.
Beautiful double peek, that dart top middle. Securing the information for Safe, but key information for Fnatic. 5 versus 4, they have the Yoru and Sova ultimate combos as well. And as soon as they lose info or space on one part of the map, they love to re-clear it. Would not be surprised in the least to see this ending towards A. Vitality opting to choose to stack towards B here. Not the worst idea to take a gamble stack at this point in the game.
Yeah, and there's that ult, right? We were talking about this one here for Durka, so gonna use that to take all the space. Do they clear through Wine? Yes, hello.
Whoa.
Did he see?
On radar maybe
left.
at least?
Okay, hold on.
No
Hold
shot.
on. Here we go. This is the X
No.
factor. This is the win condition. That's a dead man. And that's Boaster gone. Follow up. Just
Vapor.
about, but it's huge damage. He's righting all the wrongs from earlier in the round. And maybe just enough. And if you're Durka, you're kicking yourself, thinking, where the hell did he come from?
Lockdown on Heaven Sub ulti to cancel it.
Here we go, Chronicle.
He's worried about Sender coming up.
Don't even blame him. But what does Durka do here? Does he have a way out? At this point, he does. Gets over towards Shore, leaving it as late as possible. Vitality now have site control. First tap on the spike, and they try and outlive this one. Going to be using the Hunter's Fury. It's going to connect towards Runner, and now a 2v2. Just on towards Chronicle now. In the 1v2, he can't do enough. He can't get there in time. And heroics from Sender to
The bind, and especially if we see an Abyss, what's going on here? So this is definitely going to set the tone for that. Vitality came out swinging last map. We're winning a lot of the chaotic situations. We're winning a lot of those clutches. Can Fnatic bounce back and take control like they had all of Haven? Fast opening for Vitality.
no subtleties in approach
Oh.
thus far. Oh no, a mistake perhaps? Almost. Easy now. And a quick look towards that B site. So an early show of force towards C. Pivot through towards the door. Vitality looking to break in off the back of this. Hero's got to be very, very careful. And Sender goes straight on in. I mean, sending it forward. It's traded out, but Boaster from afar going to catch from Blue Room. Trades back here. And the site should be safe, at least for the plant.
3 versus 3. Wall up. Killjoy on that flank. And the revolving door. Just the bait. Putting that pressure. Boaster coming in the backlines as well. And Trex.
Alpha just needs to not die, basically, and then Boaster should be able to help. But Trex with the quick moves, going to keep this competitive, at least for now. But a 2 against 1 is incredibly difficult. They know the Kicks was over towards Blue Room. Trying to spam on that cross, not going to happen. Fnatic pull off the retake. First round will be theirs.
I don't exactly like how Vitality planned that round out. They had so much pressure towards C. That's pulling Fnatic. They have all that space of A lobby. pulls them towards C. The first place that they stop off is B. That's the first place they go on the way to C. And then Vitality, they just come through the revolving door, come up middle, 5 men through the same position, and Fnatic are there waiting to receive with 4 people. That's going to be the pistol round for Fnatic. Vitality, I'm talking about how their pistol rounds have been really well drawn up, but here, losing that attack pistol by all-inning on B like that, not a great start for these guys.
That does worry me as well. Again, we talk about momentum. Those pistol rounds can be so pivotal into these sort of series. They are long, they are arduous, and it tests teams. We've been talking about it from the start of playoffs, really, the difference of best of 5s. It looks like a very much all-in piece. The only person disconnected so far is Trex. And as it stands, Vitality do make it to side, but in what state? They took a little bit of chip damage on the way in. They do get a chance of maybe having a scrap on the sides. Trex to find it, but now just Kicks left in a 1v4. So he can get the plant. There he does, tucks his head down. Tries to have a go. Yeah, go on then. Have a crack at it. Nah, not gonna happen. Okay, Hero's got him. But we've been kind of talking about this when we got to playoffs, about the difference of playing one in finals, late rounds of tournaments, and also best of 5s, and how it changes the dynamic and how it is those marathons coming into effect and keeping that momentum up, that confidence up. And it's not easy, and especially for teams who don't have that experience. We saw it happen to Heretics. We've seen it happen to so many teams when they get to those points in those events. And for Vitality, international events on the horizon, champions on the horizon. If they want the chance to go deep in tournaments, these sort of reps are so valuable.
You're absolutely right about that. Fnatic is no stranger to these things. They're going for the back-to-back EMEA Grand Final wins, whereas Vitality, it's the first time we're getting to see them in this sort of situation. Yes, they won a BO5 yesterday, but again, as many reps as possible, doing that endurance race, because Champs is not going to be an easy feat for them. No. If they're going to get tired from this, they're going to get tired from that. They need to be able to get comfortable. Being able to swing this round in their favor is going to be a great start to that.
It certainly would be. Bonus round for Fnatic. Still a little bit of, a little bit of danger. Chronicle's got the rifle, so does Hero here. But Zender's got a fight, and they don't seem to be aware of his position. Stunning crunch, great clear from Vitality. Dealing with all 3 players who are trying to have a bit of a brawl on that, leaving just Alpha, who's pretty far away, and still only with that Spectre. So the plant should be very secure. No threat to that, and this is exactly what the Doctor orders for Vitality. 5 alive, rolling Thunder there for Kicks too. Incredible stuff for them. They'll be happy with this if they can keep it clean. Nice try to Alpha, he's like, well.
He's like, what can I do about that one?
Yeah, I think he knows his days are numbered here.
Having a giggle as he's going for that long-range Spectre fight. All of his teammates down, and he's just going to go down with the ship, it looks like. And a big, clean round out of Team Vitality. A must-win round for them as well. Kicks already with that rolling Thunder.
Imagine.
Literally, imagine. Imagine you try to get away with that one. Not going to happen. Andalusia flawless here in the first gun round for Vitality. Again, you'll be happy with that. You've got that ult in the back pocket. That could be something you would bring out. But you were talking about this in the earlier maps. You want to see good ult economy from Vitality.
Yes.
Good usage, early usage. Don't sit on it for too long. Would you like to see this come out as soon as possible?
I think it would be really good to use it here, because if they use it here and they win this round, Fnatic's going to be on an eco round. So I'm looking at Fnatic's economy a little bit right now. One player, Durka, he's the only one that could really do anything next round. So Vitality, this would be a huge swing round for them.
There's going to be 3 players on this side of the map for Fnatic early on. He's got the Odin. Going to be hearing these steps. They know that this is where Vitality at least was showing that early look towards. Creeping up by Rubble. They've got 1 player over towards that blue door as well. Got the spam. They're already ahead of this, and here we go. There's that Rolling Thunder. Lovely paranoia to offset the timing a touch. Gives them a fair fight on it. Durka's spam in the dark works out. Oh my god, he even gets a second. Fnatic holding the line here very well. That Rolling Thunder didn't have the impact it wanted, but maybe Safe will. 2 kills, and if it was anyone else, I would call it Raps, but this guy, with 55 seconds, Vandal in hand, and probably a plant to be had.
If he's
a chance.
He can isolate them, get 1. He gets Showstopper.
He's still got the Pain Shell. He's still got some util. Oh, he's taking a risk. It was a really risky timing he went for there. Maybe hoping he had a little extra couple of seconds to play with. It wasn't the case. Fnatic managed to make it past that first challenge pretty much happy.
Fnatic welcoming Vitality into that site, knew exactly what was going on. Alpha had that line on that C mound area the entire round, so they didn't budge, and they made no noise as well. Just the Odin spamming through that tree room, and Vitality thought, hey, it's probably only like one, maybe two people here tops. Paranoia comes in main, completely stalls them out. Those Odin kills, just a beautiful hold from Fnatic, the first 3 opening kills. And that is the Rolling Thunder gone. They do have the showstopper, they do have a gun round, and Vitality maybe needing to pick up this round instead.
Still 3 players here, though. Still going to have to come up against it. It's not an easy one at all to face off against. Need a lot from Safe.
A little bit of chip damage.
That caught him. Down to 77, but Rocket will still work just as well. And the counter Odin, potentially. Just spam on either side.
46.
He's
Just
still
there,
almost
yeah,
catching
everyone.
Safe. Safe is just like a bullet sponge right now, just magneted towards him. He's on 9 HP. He wants out of it. He doesn't want any of that.
But again, Fnatic,
Is there that little
they have
gap?
the C line.
Oh, Alpha in the corner. He can get played in as well by Hero. I guess the right choice is that C site. If you're looking at this, we obviously get to see the full picture.
They at least need to pressure this C area, force the Viper back into the site. Chronicle gets spotted, backs up. But Sender left that A space as well. It's a full commit here, 45 seconds left. The only pivot they could do.
They have the lockdown. Alpha's going to put this straight into work. I guess maybe a little panicked, a little worried that they would have overwhelmed Chronicle, so trying to support him. But there's still time on this. 30 seconds or so will be left. And they go back for it. Still lots of utility
left.
Safe still with that ult.
Oh, dirty.
Oh, this could be nasty. They don't know quite about this. Oh, Chronicle trying to thread the needle. 20 seconds
that's
now.
a big
That is a
stand.
huge reveal. This is big info here, and they still need to worry about this man. How much can he do, though? Oh, no! Safe with an absolute blunder. Fumbles it. 10 seconds now. They have to just run in. There's nothing more. There's nothing more. The door is shut. The round's over. Trex can try and make some damage happen, but it doesn't matter. The spike is down. There's no chance of getting towards the site. And Fnatic stem the bleeding instantly. Any of that threat, any of that danger has been dealt with.
This has to be a timeout for Vitality and regroup their thoughts. They are not figuring these things out in the middle of the rounds. Right now, Fnatic are perfectly outplaying on them the defense. First round, they do a stack towards A, completely silent. Vitality walk into the trap. They don't want to mess around with that again, so they go back to C, but they leave no options. And so late into the round, they have to commit here. But Alpha, just playing in these corners, realizing they can't clear me out, and he repositions so beautifully. Vitality, they gotta get something going. That's ultimates used and no results.
You need value on that, don't you? It's one of those, and it looks like a pace change. Just gonna go straight in with the Stingers. Alpha, gotta be cautious. He could have been overwhelmed, but apparently he's fine. Just keeping backpedaling up here. Paranoia goes in. He needs some support from Hero. He's gonna take over the fight, but he's overwhelmed and outdone. Vitality with an opportunity. Alpha showing off his juggling skills, but the plant's there. This is beautiful from Vitality. This is what they wanted.
Nightfall?
Maybe a chance on this. Quick TP out. They're still going back and forth here. Sender, stunning. They're still doing serious damage here. And you're right, the Nightfall is there for Trex if he wants it. Alpha, though, tries to overwhelm himself, but it's traded. And now the 2v2. Upgrade for Trex. He's got the Vandal. Safe still with the Stinger, but it looks just fine. And for the sake of prosperity, they want to catch at least one, and they've done that. But Chronicle, in the meantime, creeps a little closer. And now the 1v1. Boaster up against Trex. And Boaster, how do you try and predict this one? Audio a little lower, and he's just completely working in the dark here. Trex has to check on this. Has to take a look here at some point. Tries to keep his cool, and he loses out. Boaster's got time. He's got the diffuser. Fnatic make it to 5. But Vitality looked so deadly then.
So close. Again, Vitality just letting these rounds slip away. They've got to be kicking themselves. It's the third round as well, like we were talking about. Please use your ultimates off cooldown. They've been doing that. They use the Rolling Thunder the round to get it. They use the Showstopper the round they get it. They use the Nightfall the round they get it. But they lose each of those rounds. And now Fnatic building that lead 5-1. A 4-round lead. And Team Vitality. What is the rule?
Fair enough.
I want to know what the rule is.
I want to know what the rule is. Tell me
Also,
what the
I was here to
rule
learn.
is. Do it. Fnatic's going to stay a step ahead every single round, and it's going to be just a obliteration on the side of Team Fnatic.
See if they can work the map. Strain Fnatic a little bit more. Remove some of that blind confidence near on at times. But it looks like it's gone back to this all-in approach, at least initially. Now, whether or not they continue is yet to be seen. But the door gets swung. There's Chronicle this time, over towards A. Doesn't get the connection that we saw Durka get before, but still keeps that space under the Fnatic flag. Time around that jump spot still happening. Alpha still keeping all that info, but a late play back in. I like this from Runner, creeping on over. We'll eventually check on him here. There he is, so position noted.
Step in the right direction for Vitality, but again, they left that A space. Haunt comes out, reclears all of A lobby. It's a full grouping towards C.
The only offset is that Safe was individual from this. Durka on the hunt for him. Oh my god. Oh, he still gets him at least with the Phantom on that, but it's a 1-for-1 trade out.
Big info, and the time is getting so low, the rotation coming in. It's all on Alpha.
He's got to buy time though, but can he do it? He's got support here. They're going to know about him. Trying and play this one out. Oh, he's just being so slippery. He's making him trying to spend all this time to close him down, and they clear him finally. 25 seconds now. They've got to get a move on. Boaster getting towards the site, but he's been caught by the seas. So he's going to be very vulnerable to this. Yeah, absolutely. Runner spams him out. Almost had him there. Easy. Nice reveal, but not enough to be able to do any damage. This is better, Josh. This is what you wanted to be seeing.
This is very close to what I wanted to see. Still could have been cleaned up a little bit. Fnatic, so much faith in Alpha to hold that site by himself. Alarm bot, Molly's, Viper's Orb as well. So Fnatic didn't rotate actually to help. Chronicle looking to save this Odin. And I like what they're doing. They switch up who's got the Odin in tree. This round it was Chronicle. A few rounds ago it was Durka. So that keeps their setup shrouded a little bit. Vitality can't figure out who it is, what the setup is. Is it the 3A or is it just a 2A setup? But again, Vitality, at least they come back to C. At least they pressure this player. At least there's a little bit of contact pressure towards B before they commit to C. So steps in the right direction, could be cleaned up a little bit better. Fnatic dropping the ball a little bit in this round.
Yeah, maybe hesitant to support in that one, maybe just taking their time a little bit. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if they had more support for Alpha, who was seemingly doing the dance for what felt like hours. Both of them just diving into the smoke. It felt a little bit disjointed.
Yeah, it was like lemmings kind of slowly just falling apart. We saw Boaster and Hero together at B for so long, and maybe they thought it was a fake, but Durka got so much space there, maybe they thought, okay, they're going to hit the revolving door, pivot to B now. Surely don't come through here. But a heavy A start for Fnatic. 3 players there, Chronicle walling up just to get them the initial control, but fast opening towards B. That's pressure from Vitality. Not their true intention. They can hit that revolving door. They can go to C if they want to. And Alpha on that jump spot has to back off.
See if we can see if Fnatic keep toe-to-toe with these adjustments from Vitality. Okay, a reactionary Viper's Pit from Chronicle. That alleviates maybe Alpha then to kind of sit a little bit deeper, be more willing to rotate if they feel the presence elsewhere, but this could change Vitality's plans now.
There was a little bit of an Omen standoff at A, and here comes the fake reclear from Trek. Smoke on the cross. That's info. That's Paranoia and Odin at the same time. That's 2 players.
And they're just going to go now. They've read that well enough. That's enough of an indicator to go forward. Huge pick from Safe, but the follow-up, Durka just spams him down. So there's still a little bit of a contest over towards Blue Room. Plant should be in play. And already the pressure's starting to mount back in here. And they're reading it right on Trex. You saw that second of doubt, that second of consideration. Hero doing some serious damage though. But the inevitable death of Trex is on the way. That should be the dagger in the back, and it is. But Runner and Trex still in a 2v2. Time is on their side. They note one on the spike itself. Someone will have to deal with this. Someone has to deal with this. Someone has to deal with this. You can't let that happen.
Stolen from right under their nose. Chronicle sticks to the defuse. Vitality don't believe it's a real defuse. Hesitate. That Viper's Molly just holding them off. Hey, just gotta disrespect it at some point. Double peek, 1 player covering and 1 player sticking it. But I do like how Vitality is mixing in these little moves, these little fake jabs before they actually commit somewhere. Fake reclearing A. Oh, okay, that's information. That's 2 people there. Chronicle, he's Viper ultimated towards C. Okay, at worst 2 people B. Maybe they could have extended into Waterfall instead of the Blue Room then. Alpha pushed off of C immediately, and Chronicle here to back him up.
Can't be these all in plays though. Very, very risky. Kicks one off from his ult, but still, lockdown's in play. It's going to isolate, but Chronicle falls almost instantaneously. And Alpha's barely alive. He's lucky to be able to try and back away from this, but he's caught by the Seas. Vitality flood the site itself. Nicely done. Hero going to catch Runner, but still, it is a 3v2. This should be a massive advantage for Vitality here, if they can get that plant down. Zerka would love to do some damage on that, but no one's letting that happen. Caution being shown, respect being shown. And a banging shot, but big trade for Kicks. That keeps it secure, that keeps it favorable. Another attempt at the plant.
Should reposition from Durka. Will he realize this in time?
I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's looking that way just yet, but still, they've managed to slip away. Reposition deep towards Mound. Does he hit the shot?
Rolling Thunder if necessary. Paranoia as well.
I mean, it's the Guardian though. That can still hit even with those
He's
stuns.
on the spike though, you don't need it.
You don't need to do anything here. He's flying forward, one bullet, that's all he had! Kicks sends him to the next round. Round up for Vitality, starting to find their form here. Couple of rounds clawed back. 3 for Vitality now.
Fnatic, they were doing so well early in the game. They were getting all that confidence back again like they had on Haven, taking those similar risks as if they were winning by 5 or 6 rounds. And they were at one point. They were winning by a healthy margin of 4 or 5 rounds. But now there's so much confidence on Alpha to hold that site. They're getting completely punished by being a little bit too greedy and a fast opening towards A for Vitality.
Ooh,
counter.
With nothing to lose, you kind of go over aggressive. And Boaster, how are you here? How are you here? The frenzy finding its form. Oh, and Hero's got a shot as well. No, Vitality, come on. This was meant to be the one that you find stability. Close that, scoreboard up a bit further. Get to 4 rounds. Runner and Kicks are the last 2 alive. At least they got the spike. I hate to see these sort of situations.
They've got the ultimates to make this work as well, though. A kill for Runner. Turns into a pinhead. He can find out where all the remaining players are. A perfectly timed breach Rolling Thunder.
I kind of like this.
They need to. They need to alleviate pressure, yeah.
Searching deep towards CT, and obviously if you're Fnatic, you will start questioning where the hell are they going. They have B, why aren't they using that? But there's going to be this internal clock, that penny dropping at some point where you go, this is weird. And Durka is the first to consider it.
A is so dangerous for these guys, though. There's so many angles to clear. They can get crossfired, but they have that Heaven control. They can plant for backside.
30 seconds left.
They need to retake that Heaven area afterwards, though. Camera up. Clears tree.
There's contact.
That's info for Fnatic. Showstopper on Durka. Double satchel.
Does he go around the world here, Runner? He's got a little, again, they have to make kind of out of character plays almost, but he's been spotted as well. So even that play won't be able to be happening because you've got Alpha watching that line. So slowly creeping closer. Durka gonna pop the ult, gets slowed down on the way. He tries to go for the target up top.
HP.
Runner's still alive. It's still game on here. They are the walking wounded, but they're still breathing. Alpha creeping closer, spots one on the side. He doesn't even know, he knows where they both are now. Runner, he's still firing. They might be fumbling this one. Alpha and a classic is all that they got in the end. Now Kicks with 4 HP in a dream, praying this works. For one straight bullet would do the job. But time is ticking. Kicks has done so much for Vitality. A mistake from Fnatic and wonders for Vitality.
A very, very good 2 versus 4 played from these guys. Perfect positioning.
Amazing.
Playing well off of each other. Breach taking contact on Heaven there. This initial fight, though, was actually really nice from Fnatic. The combination with the abilities. The nade with the C's. Boaster running in. He knows their death. He just gets in there. Slips through the cages. Those were the attacker cages to stay alive. Used against them. And now it's also Showstopper invested on a lost round for Team Fnatic. 6-4, the gap closes.
Yeah, we're getting closer now. Felt like it should never have been that close in the first place, but regardless, they'll be happy with that. Kicks gonna start working towards the ult. Could have had that on Trex potentially, but opting against it.
Careful.
They don't have rubble control this time.
Fnatic grouping towards C with 3 there, bringing Durka into the equation. They still have that A space. Turret watching B, happy to play that retake on that B area. And Alpha disrespecting everything. Got that line again. Fnatic able to rotate out, safe.
And what a quick pivot. These rotations are huge. They're here early. The Paranoia probably caught Hero, but still, they're going to be here to meet this hit. So Plant's going to come in. Vitality will have site control for now, but it's a pre-take, and it's perfect from Chronicle. 3 kills back-to-back. Chronicle large and in charge, and Trex left irrelevant to the outcome. The Plant's in. This would need a 1v5. You ain't getting it. Not against Chron. Not now. You give Fnatic the info. They'll get the round.
That was
Flawless.
an Andalusia flawless for Fnatic. The way that they played that, the way that the timing that they went out.
Last round before the switch.
Vitality falling into that trap of going straight into B with 5, not creating any pressure. Alpha on that C line because there's no one there still. It's such an easy pivot for Vitality to be able to just open that revolving door and connect with B, but they leave nobody there. Instead, Alpha's able to retake that position. Fnatic, full control of A lobby, and Vitality into the Dragon's Den. Again, Vitality, they were winning by doing all this spread pressure and be able to create these options. They need to go back to that now. We need to see that again. But Stingers, Vandal, Sheriff.
Last time they had this sort of buy, it was that really pacey C hit that they kind of then overextended towards CT, and it actually worked pretty well. It was a very, very good round, but now have they learned their lesson? Yeah, Fnatic absolutely have. Alpha set the trap, waited for the mouse to come on in, and Sender's gone. But Chronicle's got to be careful, could get overwhelmed in this, and he does. On the drop of the smoke, he gets absolutely body-checked, and now 4v4, trying to build through Waterfall this time, rather than CT. A slight adjustment, and the spike's now down. Both are trying to catch the heels of Safe. Oh, a little bit of a swing, and it's messy. Alpha. Oh, how is Trex alive? Trex?
Oh my. The spread on the shorty, a little bit too wide.
Yeah, so Diffuse is there. 8 rounds in the end now. So, I mean, this game was back and forth. It felt like Vitality, they were struggling initially.
Love that setup. The
Yeah.
molly on the box, waiting for that teleport in, which happens every round. Nightfall didn't even connect, I don't think. It didn't need
Didn't
to.
seem like it, yeah. But if we kind of talk about this half from start to end, it was initially that Vitality were a little bit too simplistic in approach, a little too all in, but the timeout hit, and they actually adjusted well there, but it looks like Fnatic kind of found that out towards the end.
This map and Haven run kind of similar in a way, and Fnatic is really good at the Haven. They have those sites to work with. They're able to use all this space. They're able to close the map down by getting this deep info, and they were doing a really good job of that here as well. Vitality didn't do enough to force Fnatic back to be blind in the rounds, and they were perfectly set up for Vitality's hits. So Vitality, what are you going to show us on their defense side to show us that you've got this map in your pocket?
There.
Runner, hoping to catch someone blindly. Dirk are going to be suffering for that. Slow and steady. The only thing to really show here is this, just trying to find the camera, which not found this time.
Deep lines for B. That Haunt gets an even deeper line. Runner.
Yeah, look,
Breach spotted. Sender ready to paranoia as well. And Vitality know exactly where Fnatic's going. They have the read. Breach. Keep going, Kicks.
yeah, I'm waiting to see what Kix tries to do in this. He's trying to maybe cover off Blue Room, at least for now.
That's the
but
spike.
What?
Under the control, they have to hit the door
Yeah,
again.
this
Sender.
is huge. But hold on, Sender's gone down, so now they've lost out on side control, so now they're going to be surrounded. Runner and Sender had everything in that. They got the spike on their side of the door. They had everything you would have dreamed of. And Hero taking the space towards CT. Great shot on Kicks. And now on the way back in, Safe and Trex are going to need some big boy kills here. That's a great start. Durka was already wounded initially. He was down a lot lower. Now Safe and Trex trying to build back through. Oh, Hero's already caught Trex. Safe can only do so much.
Dink on Chronicle.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he flicked over. Like, hit him in the head. Chronicle, he had to have had shields, otherwise I have no idea how he lived that. But yeah, oh man, I do wonder what was going on in the comms for the Vitality side. Kicks rotating over into B instead of staying towards A, and the flank coming in from the site, wrapping on these players at Tree. Sender going down before the door was able to fully close. Spike down 2 feet in front of them. Vitality had that. Now they're trailing by 5. And Fnatic clinching another pistol round.
Yeah, this is where it gets scary though, because 10 is on the horizon, right? 10 rounds is so nearby. You got to feel when those ults start hitting, when everything starts going well, it gets so hard to recover. But Vitality, maybe a chance here. You got safe with the Sheriff and the rest on just pistols. Very hard to make it work now. Cross-map smoke to try and support Runner. And they wait and they hope a mistake happens, that Fnatic aren't meticulous in approach, that maybe they get fortunate in some way. And as it looks like, Fnatic aren't even going that way.
Did I get
Called
broken
back.
or did he call back?
I thought it was called back, but I may be wrong.
Called back to bait the push from Vitality. They don't bite though. Fnatic. The stun ready.
But Boaster clears both. They had such a good read. It was such a nice little try. Again, you're going to be on pistols. You have to try and make something happen for yourself. It isn't going to happen if you hold a normal round, so I don't mind them going for something a little different. And they were right, and it still goes wrong. So safe in a 1v5 pretty much here until Runner comes over. I mean, the guy's good for one. No more though. Good shot towards Alpha, but still, they need more than good shots. They needed something more to be favorable. And Runner gonna make a go of it. Just shoves him into the loving arms of Hero. It's 10 very quickly now for Fnatic. So backs to the wall for Vitality. You gotta hit the ground running now.
Durka has one off of his showstopper as well, so there's got to be these mind games happening. Team Vitality, I wouldn't even be surprised if they want to use a timeout here just to talk things, let the coach get involved in the situation, because right now you have to decide, are Fnatic going to go towards C, get that showstopper online, or are they going to think that you're going to set up a trap on C, you have that breach involved, and then they're actually going to speed up towards A instead. And if you spread yourselves too thin, then, you know, they have a bonus. They get to stay together.
Well, I think you read what Vitality assumed was going to be this approach towards C, but as you rightly highlighted, Fnatic go, nah, screw that, we're off towards A, that's fine. They haven't picked up the pace too heavily, though. They're playing a little bit more cautiously.
Breach rotating over, but it's just Sender on A by himself. There's a smoke and a paranoia. He can stall. And the push coming through C here.
Yeah, this puts good damage on Durka. This is Alpha in danger, though. Look at that flank. It will be noted by the alarm bot, but he's got numbers against him that are not favorable by any means. Runners cleared him out, and the map gets smaller. They get surrounded on both fronts. Boaster gets his fight against Sender. They know about kicks. Oh, Boaster's punished him.
Knife out.
Hello? Oh my God, Fnatic just worming away through this map, finding all these angles. And working all of these spots, all of these positions that Vitality could have found comfort in. After that pick on Alpha and the way they're being surrounded on that A site, you thought maybe this was the one. But Vitality might have to call it quits even in this round.
They're definitely considering it, and it looks like they're trying to back off towards C. And you're absolutely right. Fnatic, they just walked up towards A there, and Vitality, they weren't even in the worst position. They had so much info towards C so early into the round as well, but they didn't have that fallback plan in mind for Sender over on A. He had that Odin, he had a smoke, he had a paranoia. Once these guys get all that deep space towards C, especially after they trigger that alarm bot, that defensive smoke and paranoia needs to come out. And I feel like it took so long for it to actually get invested that Fnatic were able to press forwards uncontested and got the opening picks that they needed into that round. Alpha spots two as well on that flank there. And that scan.
Yep. Go.
Couldn't get away.
No.
And pressing forwards like this as well, you know exactly where they are. Oh, they're pushed up. Okay, I'm going to take this space from them then. And when they're going to come back, they won't expect me up close here.
Vitality. To make this work, they better have had the best time out of their lives.
And they're staring down the barrel of a rocket launcher as well. Dirk has got that online. We know Fnatic's been so good at using them off cooldown.
This round could be the fatal blow, couldn't it? But let's see. Is there still some fight in Vitality here on Lotus?
Deep camera at C-Mound. A good timing on that confirmed information. So much time left in the round. Fnatic can pivot. Camera's broken. And Durka cancels getting the orb. He already has his ultimate, doesn't need that orb. Maybe it was to bait out a stun or something. A reaction from Team Vitality. But nothing came. Confirmed information. That's fade towards C now.
Get him.
Was shown early at the round. I think using a Prowler.
Now there's been pressure shown in a couple of areas, right? Now the only thing that Vitality has under their control is A, to an extent, right? They've got rubble control. They pushed up, safe. He's holding ahead of the wall, he's got everything, he's got full information on this. So you've got to hope that Vitality then bolster the numbers elsewhere. They have support ready on C. They have players towards B, just in case there's that pivot. And it looks like it's the go signal. 30 seconds hits, and Fnatic are in. We still have that showstopper with Durka. Normally a great systems player when it comes to these site takes, but these reveals are fantastic. The trap's still in play, and they still hold the site. And a wild attempt from Trex there. It's Runners tilted in his favor. Kicks with some great shots back to back, leaving Chronicle in a 1v3. 13 seconds. Position now noted. The odds starting to dwindle. But they've got to be careful. Kicks is. That's good enough. 2 alive. They take it when they get it. It's the first time we've seen them really fighting for that map control in the right ways, Josh.
A really good adjustment from Vitality there. Off the back of that timeout. Fnatic, not sure what the plan was there. They did such a good job on their defense, getting all that information. You would think that in their attack side, they'd have that same sort of thing in their pocket, but they never pressured that A line off. And it got to be safe on that line by himself. They even have that Viper wall, so maybe they think putting it up and down was enough. But Vitality, perfect positions, 4 players towards C to deal with that Fnatic hit. We go again.
Yeah, but it's a brawl now. Going in for a risky fight when you are down this many rounds is a scary prospect because this can happen. It goes from bad to worse with a follow-up kill. Safe trying to hold the line. Slows them down for a second or two with the satchel, but still there are issues here. He can't really back away, and maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he wants to stay and fight for this one. With 6 bullets, he's taken them down to 2 standing. Hero and Alpha, where are they and what can they do? Alpha is trying to get them space, but
He pulled the turret back though. Oh, missed the timing on the fade.
Gonna know about this now. And who you back in this one? Runner and Safe or Alpha and Hero? Hero can get his ult off this too if he gets that plant down. Wants to make sure they're secure for this plant. The Haunt went in.
This flank timing is going to be huge for Runner though. He needs to line him up.
They shoulder it, they check it. It's still not perfect, so you get some spam towards it. The Nightfall goes in now, they know about Safe. They know about both players, but Runner strikes first. But Alpha answers back! It's 12 for Fnatic, keeping Vitality down on 5. And eyeing up that next map now, Bind getting closer and closer.
Fnatic in full control at the moment, knowing exactly what they need to do, coming down into the 2 versus 2 when you have Alpha alive in those situations. It's always good, that long range. It was like a homing missile, just tracking him down. I thought it was going to be a turnaround kicks, Save, just getting those kills. I think 3 kills between the 2 of them there. Vitality need to make something miraculous happen. Fast opening.
And this is, again, you're just hoping that Safe's going to get you some serious damage, which he might just do. Boaster's not looking pretty, neither's Durka here. They're both down pretty low, but still alive and still breathing. And Boaster's still good for the kill. Takes away Safe and secures Rubble. And now there's problems aplenty for Vitality, losing out on Safe this early on.
The only saving grace is this camera towards long C. B is open, Kicks needs to stare at it. Only an aftershock. Stun still on cooldown for probably about 5 more seconds here. Fnatic moving around. This Prowler cleared A and saw nothing. Fnatic break the eye.
Yeah, I kind of like the Boaster still showing that there's something there, right? The re-smoke and kind of pressuring a little bit, and obviously he can TP with the rest of them, but keeping players on this side of the rest of the, on the map is a good idea. It stops them being able to hit that massive rotation. And then it's a lockdown as well.
Might be able to use this ultimate to...
Runner thought about it.
Oh, are they overcooking this a little bit though?
They might be, because B's still got presence. They've still got all those bodies from A. That's why Boaster is still showing presence. He's gone down. Sender controls the A side of the map now. So does Vitality. Fnatic now into a bit of trouble, and by a bit I mean a whole lot. Sender looking to secure this round, looking to stop the rot here. Great work, and maybe you're on the money there. A little overcooked on that one.
A little bit overcooked. They had all the space they needed. They put the pressure on A. They broke that haunt. They had the teleport for Boaster. He could have used that on C, gotten the info that it's just the Cypher there. He's alone. They have no idea that Boaster's still towards A though. Well, he just shot the eye, so maybe they do. But maybe he can catch a rotation once that pressure's on. But no, they open the door. They go right into B. That's the same trap Vitality fell into on their attack.
They've broken the money of Fnatic, right? There's still threat to this no matter what. because you are up against map point. So the second you see 12 against you, you know you've got to be absolutely flawless. And they've got ults to depend on in case it goes terribly wrong. If it's an emergency time, you can hit that button, but still. Mound control is in favor of Vitality. They pushed out of C, they've taken that space. So you've got a more passive, more cautious hold on the other side of the map. Runner sitting deep. 2 players still on B. Very, very quiet here so far. They haven't given much away. Well, that's 1 player noted.
So many ults for the defense as well.
Cage trigger.
They know they're on site. They pretty much... that's not going to work out for you. Hat on top. All good so far. Chronicle, the only one really to do some serious damage here. 40 seconds now. Making sure they keep this in check. If you're Vitality, you keep this one secured. You keep this one safe. You don't take risks here. You don't give Chronicle more kills. You don't allow him to have more of a chance, and that might be all she wrote, at least on this round. Alpha in a 1v3. Prowler's found him. Oh my god, I thought he was going to wide swing that far enough. But 3 alive. Vitality handle it.
One of the strategies that Fnatic can do right now is they have the lead, they're so close to winning. They can make Vitality burn so much energy trying to come back just to bring it to overtime and make this a long game. If Fnatic can tire Vitality out on the way to a victory here, this could set them up for the following maps to close out this series. And Fnatic are actually going to call a timeout here. They do have a few ultimates involved, and I think the reason why they wanted to Vitality have been starting towards A with 3, including that fade, including that raise, and now they're both towards C. Looks like they're going to seal that space really early here. Set up the kill trap on A again.
We have been seeing a little bit of that pressure towards Mound. We saw it before where it kind of caught Alpha, right? If you roll your mind a little bit further back, but does Alpha now become more aware of this? Does that become part of the wheelhouse that he has to predict? No alarm bot invested into holding that push up yet either, but he's got his eyes turned towards it. But again, steady progress from Fnatic, not really taking much time on this either. Already getting towards Blue Door.
Reach in a position to get a Rolling Thunder off if he needs to.
This is quick.
But the pivot towards B, is this real? It looks like it is. Durka.
Oh man, with the Rolling Thunder, the Nightfall, with the Showstopper, with so much.
Yeah, this defensive Showstopper as well from Safe.
Yeah, they've gone away from this. They didn't fancy it at all. Something felt wrong.
They got the info, though, that it was the raise towards front B, the boom bot going off.
My eyes are down.
Yeah, identifying where the players reside. We've got a passive, a safe hold from Runner. Rolling Thunder going to come through. That's going to affect a great deal of the players. Alpha now put it out of position and going to be punished. Picked up by Safe. Fnatic looking to try and take the side, but they've got no security. They're surrounded here. Not an easy round. It's going to get chaotic to say the least. Safe, though, still going to tilt those scales. Keep it going in their hands. Boaster and Chronicle. A very tough situation. Chronicle's done well to secure, at least towards stairs. Does he give him the exit?
15 seconds.
This is dangerous.
To see.
It looks like Boaster's away. Indeed he is. And now Chronicle tries to drift over. It's all in Boaster's hands. A 1v3. The captain with it all to do. Or it's 8 for Vitality. He's trying to get a little bit of space. See what he's got to play with here. Oh, he's not finding any comfort though, is he? He doesn't want to drift back to just playing default on site, so he's going to try and play something a little bit off position. Not going to work out. Vitality comfortably clear, and they handled that pressure well because Fnatic were working the map. They started out towards B, pivot towards A, quick TP over towards C. They were just about everywhere then.
It looked like they had the foresight to know exactly how Fnatic was going to respond. So once they had that C mount control and show that they have that space safe towards B, he sends his boombot off. They realize this. Hey, he's got his Showstopper. We can't go into B here. They're going to have Heaven. They're going to have B main. They're going to have Waterfall. We're going to get pinched. Okay, let's go back to A. But they go straight into the setup of Runner and Sender. They have the double trips. They have that Breach ultimate coming in from the behind, from Heaven. And Fnatic just crumble there. But they still have that lead. They still have a couple of core ultimates. They're waiting. They can combo them in a couple of rounds from now, or even next round, depending on if they can get some orbs or some kills here.
It's just so scary, isn't it? One mistake, one fumble, one wrong move, and it falls to pieces, because this is starting to look scary, right? Vitality starting to look a little bit more dangerous, getting a grip on the game, getting the economy in their favor. But a pacey piece coming out from Fnatic. Sender looking threatened, but he's able to slip away. No one there within killing range. It's Runner to connect first. Durka goes down. They get slowed down towards the site. Oh, hold on, easy now.
Info.
Got all the info in the world. Sender should be teed up for this. He's cleaning up. Yeah, this is great from Vitality. This is what we wanted to see from them. Bringing it all together just as it matters. Fnatic seem completely dumbfounded how to take towards that A site.
Did Fnatic overinvest into that round? They're going to have Vandals coming up, but they're going to be on light shields on everybody. Do they have full abilities? They still are so close to being able to pick up 4 ultimates that they could combo. But I'm sitting here looking at Vitality on the other side. 4 ultimates of their own. They've shown the same setup a few times in a row now. They have that Cypher setup with the double trips towards A. They have the Breach on that fast rotate from B. They have the Omen setting up with those defensive smokes as well. Does Fnatic choose to come back and re-clear C and catch and punish Safe? Trex out in the open.
Still goes unchecked. They get away with it again and again and again. Door finally broken. Prowler goes in. No one playing towards door. We know where Kix has been playing. Save quick on the rotation, but does he get punished this time? Yes, he does. Now they read it, and Durka gets kicks. That's a B site. So available, so vulnerable. Now they might need to bank on these ults. Now they might need to pull out all the stop 6. This was always precarious. Fnatic have made it towards 12, and all the pandemonium. It's Fnatic coming out on top, and it's 13-9. Fnatic secure Lotus.
Made it so close, 13-9 after losing both pistols. So I'm looking at their form going into this, and they might just not even care about the Clove. They're doing so well on so many of these rounds that they might just run through Fnatic. If Fnatic don't keep the gas up, but already into A site. Vitality.
Yeah, so Vitality on the attack, Fnatic on the defending side, and first kill found. Alpha is just popping the hell off already. Finally put to bed by Runner, but the site, look at where the spike's left down. Could be an issue here. I'm just trying to slip back site, at least still with the 6th man. Try and look for that plant. Good damage from Safe, but still. Runner needs to help him out. Oh, and he's doing more than that. Takes down Durka, beautiful. But a 2v3 still not easy. They don't know quite about that 3rd man yet. Where is Boaster in all of this? They've probably noted Chronicle, they've probably noted Hero. Boaster still unspotted. Maybe a little worried that they could take that TP, readjust. Good shoulder check from Safe. Got to fight on short if you want some security. Another smoke. Just shutting down the map here. 37 seconds now. They've got to make their minds up.
Still Boaster towards B.
30 seconds
Vitality
left.
can't find him yet. No, 2 or short. Where is Boaster? And now they're going to reposition all the way to B. Boaster keeping control of this elbow position. Vitality need to deal with him.
It's just shouldering. There it is, spotted.
There's info.
They can take the TP over. They're
Molly.
going to get a plant. I don't think anything's going to stop that.
Spike planted.
Just too late to make much happen towards it. Safe from Runner, still trying to secure this beautiful approach from Runner. I love this Boaster, completely unawares, but repositioned. He thought about it, and he gets his kill. Runner goes down, and now Safe in a 1v3. 2 players, low on HP. It's possible. It's Safe of all players. Chronicle on 3. Hero closing in. He's got him. Fnatic pick up the first here. Get that pistol under the belt.
A good round win in Alpha. I mean, you were talking about the Clove, asking what I thought. He gets the first 2 kills.
Pretty good.
Maybe it didn't have to use any abilities for that. That was the positioning that came into play. Vitality saw this orb on the side. I guess they were wondering, like, can we plant here? Is this going to stall us out? It's going to go down. We're going to put our Gecko flash up.
Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure what stalled Vitality out there, but Fnatic getting 3 quick picks. Somehow it still comes down to the wire, though. Yeah. A little bit, right? I saw a world,
close.
you know, Chronicles down to like 1 HP.
Yeah,
the peek out comes from Safe, gets that kill, Paint Shell's back online.
Yep. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. First round of Fnatic nonetheless. Now we look at where the purchases... Ooh, actually, if they tried to bolster Hero here, they have. Okay. So the Phantom on Hero, and that was all thanks to Alpha gifting that across, but Chronicles can hear this. Yeah. Just sprays in, hoping it finds its man, finds its mark, but a quick TP. Nice shot from Boaster. Do they know about Sender? They do now, but the Dizzy's going to find it. Sender going to catch Boaster. That's beautiful. Sights under their banner. They couldn't have asked for a better bit of chaos here to give them at least a little bit of control. Plants in. Time's on their side.
A lot of good abilities here still.
Oh yeah, they've got the flashes, they've got the paint shell, they got all sorts, Wingman still. Fnatic have a lot to be playing with here. Pop flash through, Chronicle pausing for a second, allows Wingman to go first, but it's Sender, takes away Hero. But the flood on the site happens now. The last two players gonna be held off by the smoke. Difficult to find value, but this was already a good round. The plant, perfectly asked for.
Prioritizing Durka to get the ultimate. They know the round's secured, but he can't do anything in hookah. Durka gets the not only the defuse, but also the kill. Prioritizing that Fnatic, just taking that moment in the middle of a round, feeling no pressure at all to be able to go for those types of decisions, min-max that ultimate. Feeling very confident. I love this little smoke at the top of B main to help the team flood, but he also smokes top site so he can teleport into it, get that backstab off onto Boaster, using that. He got Dizzy Flash as well.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, for Vitality though, they've been pretty close in a couple of these rounds. Again, the scoreboard a little misleading in ways. You might think this could have been clear cut. It wasn't by any means. We've had chaos from start to end. First round was close. Second round, even though it was very little invested, still damn close.
Nice
Shower
little
control to start with for Vitality.
spread default. Sender keeping control of that B main line. Wants to get triggered by that next Sky Flash or Dog Reclear that comes from Chronicle. And here comes the Dog now through the teleport. Info on kicks, that's about it. Doesn't see safe there. But the Boombot was used earlier in the round, I believe. An Alpha. Playing like his chamber here.
I don't know how you're meant to get out of jail here. Certainly not for free. Oh my god,
okay.
He still gets one. This is a bonus round, but it's a well-invested bonus. This has some decent weapons behind it. And once again, Vitality so close by now. Sure. Oh, Boaster. Daylight robbery getting away with that by Vitality, step by step, carving out security for the plant.
Where Alpha died here, he can reset this one-way smoke on short, but his teammate Hero coming in with this flank.
Oh, that paint shell could have caught him, but it's Durka to put it safe out of his misery. Player up to the good for the retake for Fnatic. Hero with a freebie, spots out Trex, and now Runner has to over-deliver. He's got players left and right, the pressure already happening on the defuse, and a flying Durka coming in. Wrapped it up, bonus is one.
I really like how Fnatic approached that retake, using that smoke from the grave, actually on the lamps position. They know the spike's planted front sight. The only way to defend that is from rugs, short A area, or you have to push through the smoke. So they smoke you out, hold you to come through. And Trex is actually thinking, okay, I'm just gonna play on this box, cheeky little angle, deal with these guys, they won't expect me here, but doesn't expect that flank. Hero coming in from the back lines and is able to dispatch them very easily. Well used, well, I guess, crafted use of that smoke from the grave in that retake, and a little bit of good team play there. Thrash online for Hero, and Stingers, Sheriffs for Vitality only. Close, but no cigar, again.
Yeah, we've been seeing a couple of these ults now. Dirk's got his. That's the showstopper coming in. And again, Vitality are very nearby for a couple of theirs too, so they're going to get them, feels like, probably all at the same time cycling in.
Dog Reclear is going to come out in a second here, I imagine. Chronicle postured for it. Going to confirm that information that outside hookah's clear. Boaster.
Boaster. Oh, come on!
Okay.
Two! How many kills through smoke are they going to get? How many fortunate fights are they going to find? Fnatic just keeps winning these. And Vitality unable to even get close. The paranoia not going to work out. Boaster basically giving them the Anne Lucia flawless.
What is that dance?
Not sure, not sure. Boaster, look.
I need to see that from a different angle.
I don't know if it'd help. I'm not
it
sure
might,
if
you never know.
Maybe.
I like the foresight though. Like, okay, his smoke's up. As soon as this wall is going to get activated, I know that they're going to be in the smoke. They're going to try to walk on the other side of this wall. I'm pre-aimed at it. I'm waiting for this. As soon as it's activated.
Hello, I'm in the lamps. What are you gonna do?
Do you think it got better?
I don't know. Does he think he's in a genie in a bottle or something?
Maybe.
Like, what's going on? I'm in the lamps. Come rub these. Set me free.
I hope you get a wish at least for that. Chronicle going to be forced off Octagon at least, and a Garden. An early show of force, right? This is the first time we've seen Vitality really prioritize this area, at least in towards the buys. Couple of ults to play with as well. Well, I say at least a couple. I mean, Runner's one away, Sender's one off, two away for safe now, just one. There's the ult coming in, Fish off for kicks. Gonna clear through, not sure if they spotted out both of them. Durka, he still gets a trade out on this. Durka goes down, but he will get from the grave safe. And the TPs are coming in, but Fnatic are still holding on to this. They can't cross from long.
Runner, what are you going to do about this, though? Trex goes down, but the teleport happens. They're going to come into a free A site, but is it free, really? Alpha is here in position to deal with this right now. 2 versus 4. And
He
Hero.
can just keep the space. He doesn't need to do much. Look at the flank on the way. As long as he holds CT, no worries.
And Hero could use Thrash as well. Fnatic just to convert this round to guarantee it almost. And Runner looking for an opportunity. Like, is there a rotate coming? The fake spike plant could be someone in heaven, and they know this. Is Alpha gonna peek it though? Wingman gets that plant.
Yeah, but this feels choreographed. It feels read. Alpha, yeah, he read it so well. That slight hesitation, the adjustment to use Wingman, all of it, they're reading it so perfectly. Kicks has now been seen. He's surrounded. Are we going to see a knife? We're seeing the damn knife coming out. Chronicle adds to the collection. Truly, absolute cinema on the camera. As Fnatic going to get that defused. This is a clear-cut affair, Josh. It's got to be a timeout pretty quick for Vitality.
Needs to be. There's so many rounds that are slipping away. And early in the game, we're thinking, oh, Vitality are making some of these close. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But now Fnatic is catching such a momentum lead right now. They're feeling good. They're laughing, having a good time. Boaster's getting a 4K, starting to dance in their faces a little bit. Run out of steam. Is Fnatic, the a more experienced veteran at the best of fives, going to come out and sweep out because they know how to deal with these situations?
It's starting to feel a little like it, but we've seen the Vitality can recover. We've seen it in the previous maps. This hasn't been clear-cut games. These have been, hard fought for. And Alpha can get a little bit more aggressive now. Again, has his ult as well if he wants to bank on that. On the other side, we've been discussing those ults for a while for Vitality. I'd love to see them use them, but Hero already massacring what they were doing. Yeah, the confidence is sky high, Josh. Vitality need to deal with this. They've got to quell this momentum that Fnatic are building. And showing a little restraint there to not swing out, but you can see them chomping at the bit. They might double down on this. He's just backfilling the space. Perfect smoke for it. They know that they're there. The flash has confirmed it. Trex does give him a little bit of a way out, but only to be seen by Alpha, who's going to invest the ult now. Come back to life.
God. He's got 10 seconds.
He's got to hunt him
Gotta
down.
go.
Get on the run. Try and close him down.
Go, go, go.
He's got to get a kill,
3,
do some damage.
2, 1. No!
Just around the corner. Falls flat on his face in the end, but it's Trexer and Runner. And 5 HP for Runner, ain't much to be playing with. He's down. And now just Trex in a 1v3. Looks for a fight to the left, gets one to the right. He knows where Chronicle is. Might have just seen that little heal there, maybe considering that Dirk is in the same place potentially. But how does he handle it? The spam on the corner, the C's on the site. Catches Durka for a second, but the smoke in now. He has to commit through it. Chronicle spots him. Time starting to tick. He has to swing. And Fnatic keep the record clean. 6-0. Vitality struggling now.
They can't find any openings. Hero gets a clean one and is so confident he continues to go for more. And you know me, you know that I would say, hey, what are you doing there, man? You have that advantage, why are you pressing forwards? It's because they are so confident and they're rubbing it in Vitality. They know that if they keep pressing this and start doing these risky plays and they keep going for this and they keep getting away with it, then Vitality is gonna crumble from the inside out. And just getting that psychological advantage is all they need to some degree. 4 ultimates online from Vitality. Let's see what they use to invest here. Strong towards A right now. They have a 5 versus 3. Showstopper.
Straight on in, and it's good. Safe gets Alpha. Game back on. Oh, and Boaster just too many targets. He does take down one, but still, a 3v3. Sight, I don't want to say secured, because you can see that flank coming in as well. That scares the life out of me. Oh my gosh, and the timing!
Get the lineup!
They line up, they knock him down. It feels like they just can't falter now.
Not making a single misstep. That's a 3A start for Fnatic. And the instant double push into the flank, the timing there, Vitality had no idea. Surely, okay, they get to the site. Hey, wait, it's kind of free here. We got in, there were 3 people here. Okay, the rotations, it's gonna take a little while. Maybe we think about the flank, but the shot from Durka makes them all turn around. Look at Durka and Chronicle lines them up in the side. Beautiful. Off of a pretty decent opening for Team Vitality. And learn how to get through. Okay, we're going to give up some rounds here or there. We even give up a map here, but in the end of it, we're going to make Vitality work and expend all their energy just to get a few rounds and still end up with a loss. And now Vitality, are they checked out?
That is the question. The timeout had to have landed. They need something to right the wrongs. And this early pressure towards Lamps is, I mean, again, you've got the ult coming in, you've got everything in the place. There's no access here.
Fnatic has them red, though. The dog re-clear, it's going to go through the teleporter, try to get information here. They're going to go straight heads up into this Viper ultimate. 3 players on the defense in this pit.
Alpha's waiting, Dirk has sent the paint shell, Safe's gone down. This could be a bloodbath, this could be a massacre, and it looks like it is! Fnatic dropping body after body, just dragging them down. And Runner, I mean, what are you meant to do? Corpses of your teammates left in tatters over towards short. A good first step, but the rest would have to be perfect. And he's being shot to pieces. Left, bruised, beaten, and broken. It's flawless. It's Fnatic in full control.
A lot of teams on attack opt to go through the showers there to flank the Viper in the Viper's pit. But here, they dodge the dog. Maybe it looks a little bit good. Okay, we're going to go heads up. But they don't expect 3 players on defense over on A. The paint shells touching the Viper's molly in the Viper's pit. What are you going to do? Like, that instantly takes you out. Boaster, Alpha, the wombo combo inside the Viper's pit. And all these players are so low, the Phantom's coming out in full effect. And Fnatic just staying a step ahead of Vitality. Vitality just walking into their grip.
Yeah, it just, this feels, it's getting quite tricky to watch really, because they're running low on ideas, they're running against a brick wall, and it starts feeling like Fnatic are gonna start taking liberties, aren't they? They're gonna start getting more and more confident. And why not?
They're not even backing off the angles, they don't care. 2v5.
You gotta make them care, you gotta make them respect you. Chronicle in no man's land, and he's still winning! That's what we mean! That's the disrespect right there. They don't have to respect you when you're not forcing them to. Dirk could put it in his place by kicks. Maybe a round on the horizon. But he has to over-deliver again, up against Alpha, up against Boaster. He's got his ult, and he's got a Sheriff.
Good regroup as well. Was spotted at Hookah, doubles up long.
He's gonna need some big boy shots to be landed. Tag ain't good enough. 9 HP, starting to hemorrhage here. Fnatic getting closer to the side. A pixel shown, splitting up, and they just dive in. You're not escaping it. You're not escaping it. It feels inevitable now. And imagine losing out against a flawless run against you.
Normally in a situation like this, the way that Fnatic set up, Sky backs off into elbow, Gecko backs off, maybe backside, maybe spawn. Here, they just sit there. Hero just fights to his death at Hookah, and Chronicle. How are you gonna stop that?
You can't. You can't. This is all the mental games that go on. This is when we've been building this up for you guys, round after round, map after map, game after game, about the difference when it comes to these games. When you get to those longer series, how hard it is to pick yourself up, and you give credit to teams who can do those reverse sweeps, who can pull things back from the brink. It comes with time, experience, and the ability to go through this sort of thing. Another challenge and another attempt. Kicks, trying to set them in motion, but Boaster appears on the side of things, finds Runner, and already they're just being massacred. Josh, there's no way out from this. Fnatic are just taking every fight. Save for Trex. Can you course correct? Can you right the ship here? A 2v3 is not impossible, but when Durka is walking out, taking fights, just sending them to their grave. It's 10, and it remains flawless.
No words. That Thrash even caught Hero. The only person on B that could shoot back was Chronicle for a good 10 seconds there. And Vitality can't even break through in those situations. The teleport in the back from Boaster coming through, spamming onto Runner. And obviously the Geckos are kind of occupied at the moment.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just popping out that showstopper as soon as it gets off cooldown there. 10-0 Vitality. Soul crushing here.
It is. It is devastating stuff.
Stop.
Okay, that's a little ambitious.
Okay, they're getting a little wild.
Do they just not want the flawless end to things? Is that it? Maybe it's a little kindness, a gift on the way out here. Maybe a round, perhaps. And I say perhaps. Hero's still alive. They've got a plant. That's the first time they have an advantage.
Okay.
Safe, that's huge. Catching 2 of them is perfect. Maybe they can get around on the board more than anything. Runners
Okay.
on the other side of the map, that's fine. Heroes,
One enemy remaining.
okay.
Well, they're going to pick up a round here, most likely. Boaster dodges the Dizzy.
I've never heard the story of the Boaster 1v4. I've
He
lied.
knows.
I've lied. Ooh,
Okay.
okay, all good. There you go, around.
That high position from safe to walk those two players out of spawn. Probably weren't aware of that. First round on the board for Team Vitality. Not going to be a 13-0 white. But is it enough? They have some really good ultimates here that they can utilize. Fnatic's have been doing the same setup. Chronicle on B at long, Hero towards Hookah, and it's just been the two of them kind of like 1v5ing their spots, basically. Chronicle, Chronicle getting a little funky with that op as the
He always bought it for this round as well. I saw him toying with the idea of the purchase. He's
If you
not
got extra
against it.
cash, you could go for 2.
Good point. Boaster, last time the spam worked out, this time,
Okay.
gotta run, gotta hide. Safe taking the site. How much is he gonna get? Oh my god, there was a player just there. Okay, Boaster's dead, here we go. Safe's gonna maybe try and get him a second. Lockdown coming, lockdown, the Viper Spit, the Seekers, everything. They've thrown everything. The kitchen sink has been thrown into this one. This is Bedlam in action. Fnatic is trying to sweep through the site though. Don't think they're out of this yet. 4 players still standing. Vitality desperate to hold on to this. 2 rounds gives them a chance. A slim one, but a chance. Alpha back from the dead. How much can one man achieve though? They're not breaking through, they're not clearing the site. They're trying to adjust a little, look for the next point of contact. Alpha not gonna do it. We've got 2 rounds for Vitality.
2 rounds is a tall order, a tall task to be able to get back from because, oh man, it's just, you're going into defense side of Bind. You're against a Clove. Yeah, you maybe have played against it before, but
You probably didn't expect it here, you didn't think of it in this sort of way.
most of the composition's pretty much relatively the same. It'll play very similar to the Brimstone, but the way that Fnatic's been playing with their confidence, with the duels that they've been having, and with the success they've been having behind that makes it very scary. Because Vitality, if they start playing too safe, because they are afraid of losing duels, they might give too much respect to Fnatic. They might play too safe, and instead of playing to win, they're playing not to lose, and that could come bite them. They need to make sure that they play with a confidence as if it was like a 6-6 tied game.
Easier said than done. We'll see if they've got it in them, right? Because so far, the bar's been set and it's been high. 10 rounds for Fnatic. This one could all be but over. A lot of us hoping we could have seen Abyss. May not get the chance now. Trex.
You weren't ready for their Abyss.
Yeah, apparently not. Alpha just waiting patiently. Fnatic taking slow and steady approach here.
Trex.
Okay, he looks, he
Okay.
checks. Trex wins
Not
those.
skipping the, the routine.
Oh, he's going through it. Now,
Out in the eyes, crossing the T's, the bite.
pretty big, this is good. That's not
okay.
good. Okay, now there's issues, now there's problems. Now kick safe
no.
and Trex are screwed here. Boaster's got a third. And Trex's position's great, but I don't think he can outdo the damage that's been done. No, Safe was isolated. Now Trex left in a 1v3. Hero on 39, Boaster down a little low, but it doesn't matter. 11 for Fnatic.
Oh, these guys, do they force or do they save? Because if they save and play the gun rounds, I mean, this is one of those decisions where you just hate to be
There's
there.
no good choice.
As the coach, as the IGL, call a timeout if you've got one and just talk about this, or at least put the other team on ice, or maybe talk about the mental situation. Just kind of reel it back in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the end. Vitality need to post up something miraculous here. Otherwise, Fnatic is gonna steal this one away, 13-2. Oof.
Harsh scoreline, but it's not there yet. They've gone for a purchase. They've got what they can. Stingers, Judges, Guardians. It's not the words you wanted to be saying about your best attempt to hold back Fnatic, but that's sometimes all you get.
You know, sometimes when I hear Judge, though,
It
could be fun. It could be fun.
It's had its day. I don't doubt it the whole time.
There's some good rounds, some situations with that thing.
It's not impossible. It's just improbable.
Dog clearing through showers, sees that it's wide open. The double lamp setup, gonna make this situation essentially a retake on A if Fnatic choose to commit here. And it looks like they're eyeing up that committal.
Oh no.
Sender down on the jump spot.
And then
Oh, the
Dizzy,
Dizzy.
he's found him. Nice try from Safe, still trying to do some damage, but
He thought he was on ISO, man. Stop.
NT, man, NT. A new agent, you know what I mean? He's figuring it out. But it's down to the 3. Kicks, Runner, and Trex
Spike
now.
planted.
Try and give them a chance, a hope, a slither of anything to build back into the series. But this round was pretty all in, and Alpha wants to take it away from them bit by bit. It's all on Kicks here. 12 rounds found, Vitality on the ropes, and Fnatic 1 round away.
12-2, and Stingers, Guardians, Judges, Bulldogs gonna be out for Vitality, going into what could be the last round of this series. And Sender doesn't even get to get his jump off to get a jump spot there. Fnatic putting him down, just ready on the trigger. It all comes down to this, the entire accumulation of the entire season. The peek from Hookah, Vitality. Got a little bit of info, the shoulder of Durka. Is that shoulder enough? Are they gonna reposition? They're gonna be ready to deal with this hit. Fnatic, spread default, letting Vitality make the mistake, the first move, ready to respond. Chronicle, position to potentially dog out Showers, get that information. Reposition into Long B, Runner.
So tense now. You can see it heating up step by step. Fnatic getting a little closer, showing a little bit of force here towards Hookah, but that's it. Not much else seen. Alpha takes a little bit of contact as well. Dog towards Showers. Question marks across the map here. Damage, Boaster. Do they still clear Sender? He's been here before. And he might just be here again at this point if he's lucky with his life here. Sender's good for it. Kicks as well. Holding on to things. Leaving Durka and Chronicle in a 2v5. And it's surely not this round. Chronicle, the last man standing. Vitality fighting for this lifeline, for this chance and opportunity that's slim to near on none. But they're not going to go down without a fight, at least in this round.
There's some life in them yet. No death rattle, waiting. But they'll need to repeat that exact sequence 9 more rounds just to bring it into overtime. Fnatic, what feels like infinite chances to be able to close this one out. One big celebration of, dropping 5 ultimates in 1 round.
Yep.
Just to seal the deal. And Vitality, they can't make any mistakes. They got to win them all. If they lose, 12 rounds, that's it. It's over. So,
Spike down B.
big task. And honestly, would be a huge comeback if they were able to pull this off.
God, if they do it, monumental. But it's a rarity.
Nobody does that against Fnatic, right?
Hey, I like the curse attempt. I love that.
Sure.
Kicks has his ult, right?
Yep.
He's got an opportunity to do something big here, set that into motion if they feel it's necessary. First one to get it here in this half. One away for Hero as well. Fnatic can take their time. They can let them sweat a little bit. High priority towards this area. And Kicks has been good for it. Again, top of the board for Vitality. They back away.
I like how Fnatic has been slowing down the game, letting Vitality slip up. Didn't work last round. Good info, good space, good pressure. Durka triggers that alarm bot. Hero getting the first kill. Sender down first again. 2-2 split.
A little bit rough here. They know there's been some presence though over towards Shower. That boom bot was connected on Safe's position. It's win or lost in this moment. And Alpha has taken down Runner. He's seen Safe as well. They want to detain him. They want to slow him down. They've caught him. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Fnatic now 2 kills away. Kicks and Trex with a mountain to climb, with 5 players against them. A plant to add on top of that, and the first falls. It's all on Kicks now. A 1v5. This has been the difference. This has been experience in action. And this looks like Fnatic back in form. Everything thrown at Kicks. He knows it's inevitable.
Slicky.
He's trying. 4 HP in a dream. They're hunting him down, and it is over. Fnatic close out with an Andalusia flawless.